Oh, nice. Look at that technique. It took a time to
Rob
breathe,
was
pump
just
the
so
people,
fucking good that
and then
night.
turn back on.
So fucking good that night.
All right, hold the fence. Yeah. Ah! That's funny. Corn chips all in here. Chips all in here. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pops. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Let's go.
Thank you guys for giving up your time, man. I really appreciate it. It's stunning. I don't know where to hide my face, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Short day.
If you need any, oh yeah. I just realized. Forget the card inside. Nah, just smell. Just smell it. Just smell. Hey, get it with. I want to see you eat it. Oh, I can do that for you. Oh,
Okay.
straight
Got
away.
the testing.
Oh, straight away. Let me see. Throw it over. Trying to get the leg through. Elbow, good way to fucking make space. This nigga scrap like a crackhead, bro. Undefeated. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. This is crackhead fighting. It's the strongest form. Now this nigga undefeated, bro, when he goes crackhead mode. Straight up. If I was Reindeer, I wouldn't even like engage with him. Huh? Ritter. Fuck, dyslexia. I mean, Reindeer. If I was Rudolph, I wouldn't even engage with him. I'll just be
Put on my
doing
little
this.
earbuds.
Exactly. Just don't talk. Just physical exchanges, body language. Mariski. Bow. You come from work? Your beard is really strong. Your beard is stronger than usual. Oh, what'd he do? Fuck, I was distracted with.
All right,
there.
mic check.
Oh, he won. Oh, nice. I've seen enough. Give him Drickus. I need to see that fight. Nice, beautiful, beautiful trip. Oh yeah, elbow. Yo, did this get bumped up to the main card? Okay, I see. I don't remember picking this fight. I didn't know Spivak was this good on the ground. Yeah, I would have thought Almeida would be the guy in this fight, but Spivak's showing his chops though. Oh, what a sweep. Butterfly. Oh, yo. Buddy, don't go head hunt. Trip him. This is what he does though. This is his game. This is his game. Yeah, it's over.
10 seconds, 5.
It's a good fight. Good back and forth, good back and forth. There's something, to be honest, cool about this. The legacy.
Yeah.
Like a fighting dynasty.
The black one that was on the.
I respect it so much, and they
Yeah, on the
come
hook.
from that small village. It's like, I respect it
No.
no matter what.
No, the one that
it's
was.
a cool thing to witness. Yes, I'm coming. Congratulations. I'm coming. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Okay, this is first round. Hey, yo! Oh, that was the most, fuck, man. Hey, yo! Oh, that was the most, fuck, man. It's all good. Hey, zest it up, Jiri, zest it up. Who gonna tell him otherwise? Who gonna tell him? I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, this is just unknowingly funny, eh? Oh!
What are you doing?
Behind the shell.
Yeah.
It's a quick shell.
Whoa!
You wanna play something? You need some
Oh.
help and path?
Yeah. That's where we at. That's where we at. Jiri's just letting it go now. Hill's gonna let it go. Oh! Fucking hell. Big pop. Yeah. Oh, the back. Wrestle. All right, don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Damn. Because Hill's dangerous here as well. Ooh, oh! Yeah. Yeah. Nah, okay, it's bad. This is bad. Whoa. I can see something's up. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. He's loading.
Yeah, Jiri's gotta chill a little bit.
Oh. Shit. Do not blow your nose. That's. Jiri's in control. Yeah. Oh. Oh, nice. Offbeat. Offbeat. Oh. Woo. Oh, I like Jiri's footwork, man.
Yeah, that step in random
boom.
cross he does. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Mario. Bling. Oh. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's taking some good shots, man.
Fucking Jiri's coming in. Oh, oh, the head movement of Jiri. Ooh, I love that head. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like his attack has a built-in defense, which is head movement. Oh, hard knee to the body. That was hard. For Jamal can go. He's that dog, bro. Oh! I was just saying, oh my God! What?
Fucking love that fight.
We got that dog in him. Holy fuck! Oh my God! That's a wrap now. That was crazy, man. That was a fight. That delivered. Crazy fight. Oh, pop up. Southpaw. Straight left. Oh my God. Oh. Oh wow. I love that, eh? Whips it up. Fuck, I love that. Sorry. So good. Oh! This is it. Now, Merab can get caught on the feet, but he's tough, bro. He's durable as fuck. Oh, double. Woo! This nigga's hips, bro. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, caught him. Oh my God. Look at the machine. He's like, I'm not going back anymore. I'm not going back anymore. I don't even know how to score round one. Maybe, I think round one, Umar. Round two so far, Merab. Yeah, that's the thing. Merab don't tire. That's what I was banking on. I was like, I said late submission or something. Like round 5. Yeah. I think I was banking on Merab just not getting tired.
It goes on his own.
Oh! Oh! Mountain Man. Let's go.
Damn.
He's like, haha. He fucking slammed that single leg down too. Oh! Oh! Get the tables! Oh, nice. Look at that technique. It took a time to breathe, talk to the people, and then turn back on. All right, hold the fence. Yeah. Ah! That's funny. Watch out for the punch. Watch out for the punch. Watch out for the punch. His leg go hook him while his hands in the air. He pushed him off. Oh, this is where he thrives. Look at how he's breathing. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We on.
Single. Oh my God. Put your balls in his face. Hey man, MMA is man-on-man action. You got to get ready for it, man. Single. Yeah. Get the leg out. Whoop. Ah! This nigga a meme, bro. He just walked away. Oh! There it is. That's the one. Take him down. Take him down. Yeah. And on him. On him. He's like, I win. 30 seconds, nigga. Let's go. Don't fucking slow. Oh. Look at the overhook. Look at the overhook. Swim underneath. Good job. Merab. Has to be Merab. No, Joro. Yeah, I was like, no, Joro, don't fucking. Nice, good looks. Good looks, Money Moicano. Good looks. Good looks, Money Moicano. Okay. Hey, man, it's the fight of your life. You just show up. You can't scare. You can't scare. You have to just show up.
Stay in sight.
Oh, straight down the pipe. They're both kind of outside mid-range. But Moicano's pushing the action on the outside. Nope, slip, 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 slip. But it just gives confidence, though, even if that happens. This is what he does. This is what he does. He's like, okay, enough playing around. Enough playing around. Damn. Oh, this is. Yeah, you just know when I was like, up, it was just, oh, that's there. Well, good job, man. Hey, he brought it. I'll give it to Moicano. He brought it. He you know, he showed up. Some guys, they would have lost even like, because they're timid, but he just showed up. He's like, fuck it, let's go. Do or die. Hey, kill or be killed. He did it. Yeah, first pay-per-view of the year. It lived up to it. Yeah, I'm impressed. Really looking forward to that Arman versus Islam fight. But still, shout out to Moicano for showing up, stepping up, and Islam for taking the fight. Fucking favorite fight was the co-main, Merab versus Umar. That was insane. The rest of the card was sick. Jiri Jamal, wow. Mind blown. Don't sleep on Jamal, man. I was like, it was there the whole time. It was still like dangerous and catchable. Well, Jiri, the footwork's like the head movement right after every shot, like a built-in defense. Shit was insane. Yeah, I enjoyed the card. Good one for the year, first one. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Hey guys, what's up? Izzy here. Like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video.
All right.
Brown passing guard and getting some crazy submission.
It's been a situation for a bit. Steel yourself. questioning the credibility and validity of Elon Musk playing Path of Exile 2, which also called into question him playing other games. As we all well know, I raised concerns about the authenticity of these claims, as did a number of other gamers on the internet. Apparently, this guy talked to Elon about it, and Elon has responded to some of the criticism and some of the feedback that people have had. Here we go.
Welcome back to the channel, and today we have quite the unusual video for you guys. And I know a lot of you probably believe that the title is clickbait considering the size of my channel.
Yeah.
But yes, we will be addressing all of the recent drama regarding Quinn69's video on Elon Musk piloting his PoE 2 account with actual answers from Elon Musk himself.
All right.
Now before we get started, video for you guys, and I know a lot of you probably, and I am going to be uploading this video in its entirety without
Man, why do I care about this? I don't. It comes again. Yeah. Yeah, act like he's on the walk of shame. Oh my god. Come on, you shall win. Oh, what a squirt. Want a feet cover? There you go, you big baby. Which is all the time. Simple, don't sweat it. Going back to my game.
He was 2 divisional champion over 1 championship, and I felt that he did have the better advantage on the ground, but I thought Kevin Holland would keep the fight on his feet, and he wasn't able to. But Reinier de Ridder did a good job of crossing the void with the jab, going direct for the takedown, running a single leg, dropping him down, and once he dropped down a single leg, landing in half guard, and through half guard, he pursued to get to the right submission and locked up that choke. So congrats to Reinier de Ridder. Kevin Holland, he'll be back, like he said before. He doesn't want to be champion. He loves to fight, and I'm sure he wants to win, but damn, that was a hard one for, I'm sure for him to swallow, because once, you know, somebody has such a huge advantage in an area in mixed martial arts, and you take that person there, you can basically dictate where the fight goes, and that's what Reinier de Ridder did. So RDR got that one done. 1 takedown, took him down, submitted him. So then we go on to the Jamal Hill taking on Yuri Prochazka. Now, this was an interesting fight because Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka both have fought Alex Pereira, and they both got knocked out by Alex Pereira. The biggest storyline going into this fight was, has Yuri Prochazka made some adjustments, because he does have an unorthodox style of way he fights. With his hands down low, his head's bobbing and weaving left and right, and thrown from the hips. But he was catching, you could see in the beginning of the fight, he was trying to get that timing of Jamal Hill's wild swinging. Jamal Hill did a lot of wild swinging. He missed a lot of shots. And Yuri Prochazka, you can see slowly, he was slowly trying to get that timing. And then at the very end of the fight, he was able to land that beautiful left hand and right hook to start the beginning of the downfall of Jamal Hill. And he follows up and ends up getting the submission, the TKO victory when he dropped him and he jumped on top and kept on hitting him. The interesting thing about that fight is that they both did not want to go to a different element of mixed martial arts. They both wanted to stay on the feet, and they both had great moments on the feet in that fight. But Yuri Prochazka was able to find his button and be able to finish Jamal Hill. But kind of be curious to see what happens next, because now they just announced that Alex Pereira is going to be taking Magomed Ankalaev, and I feel it's going to be a great fight. You know, Alex Pereira has been on a tear, so I'm assuming Yuri Prochazka can either fight Juan Blachowicz, and the winner of that will fight the winner of Alex Pereira taking on Ankalaev, or does Yuri Prochazka wait for the winner of that and then he gets to fight for the title? It could be a rematch, or it could be fighting Ankalaev. So we'll see. But I think Yuri Prochazka looked very, very good. A little improvement and adjustments of that counter, but he still has the same, kind of unorthodox style, dropping his head left and right, and just left and right. What's next for Jamal Hill? I'll be kind of curious what he does next. This is his second knockout loss in a row. And, I would like to see him just to try to get better and keep on staying healthy. I hope every athlete, makes a lot of money and continues their journey. So shout out to Yuri Prochazka. We got that one right, because you guys always think I always pick the black guy, so I went to Yuri Prochazka. Now let us go to the co-main event. Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Merab Dvalishvili. I'm working on that, Merab. Now that was a very, very, very great fight. Now I didn't make a pick for this fight. Here's the reason why. When you look at Merab, the one thing you cannot discredit Merab is that he is a hard worker, and he has heart, and he does not give up. Now, a lot of people, and even Merab said it himself, and you guys go back and watch him, I watched so much of his interviews, he says, yes, Henry Cejudo might be a better wrestler. Yes, this person might be a better grappler. Yes, Sean O'Malley is a better striker than me, but this is mixed martial arts, and I'm going to be able to mix it up where I'm going to make it look easy, because I'm going to keep on pushing the pace and taking you down and taking the fight where I want. Now, if you look at the beginning of the fight, for round 1, round 2, I felt that Umar Nurmagomedov was winning. Umar was in a southpaw position, and he was going back and forth, being light on the feet, landing a jab, landing that quick high kick. Wasn't really landing significant damage, rocking him, but he was doing a good job, and I felt like he was controlling the feet. Merab was doing a good job, and each time they would disconnect, he would throw a slight little right hand every single time. And then once Merab would just go forward and put that pace on Umar just couldn't, he would keep up, but you can see as the fight went on, it would just wear on him. And there's be times where Merab will sit there and wait, and he'll shoot, and you can see Umar just give everything into that shot. And I felt like going into this fight, it was going to come down to the wrestling. Who was going to be able to land and secure a takedown? Now, the UFC, and I don't know who it is, but a takedown is not if I grab you and I drop you down. Now, let's say I pick you up and I drop you and I don't secure the takedown, like I hold you down for boom, takedown, 1, 2, 3, and you get up, that's a takedown. But if I go 1, 2, and you get up, it's not a takedown. Just because your knees touch the ground and you stand back up, it's not a takedown. That's a continuous movement. You shoot, I sprawl, I get up, my knees hit the ground, I'm wizard hard, and I get up. It's not a takedown. But there were times when Umar got the back of Merab and kicked his foot down and had him down, secured the position for 3 seconds, and then Merab got back up. That he secured a takedown, then he got back up. And then even when you look at what Merab did, there's times you pick him up and throw him, it's not a takedown. He just threw him down, right? So it's a little bit different. And there were times when Merab did secure a takedown, and I think it was later, 4th or 5th round, he secured a takedown. That was a huge moment in the fight where you can see how those guys were not going to allow one of them to take him down. But some of the slick stuff that Merab and Umar were doing, where Umar would shoot, Merab would sprawl, he'd come out and shuck him by and try to get his back, and then Merab would get up and run away. And there was time when Merab shot, Umar sprawled, and then as he sprawled, he backed up, and then he arm dragged him and went behind him. Like that, the level of wrestling in that fight and the athleticism and the balance was just peak. Like, when you look at that fight, that was probably the only person I felt who could beat Merab, because I felt Umar could match his wrestling. And I felt he did until the 4th and 5th round. Merab just took off, and that's where I think the fight got separated. When you look at the judges' scorecard, I think 2 of the judges had 10-10 for Umar, and then all 3 had Merab for 3, 4, 5. That's kind of how I had it. And then there was one judge who had Umar first round, Merab second round, and then I think went Merab. So very, very, very great fight. Very close fight. And one thing that Umar was doing, he was doing that chuck hook. Each time, he's southpaw, and each time Merab will come in, he will always go right hook and right hook. And he was doing something different. Usually, typically, southpaws, they want to, Merab was doing it different. Merab was circling in front of Umar's power. He was circling in front instead of turning Umar this way and walking away from that body kick. Now, they both did get some free body shots from the body kick, but that was one thing I saw that Merab was doing. He kept walking in front of Umar Nurmagomedov instead of to this part to make him turn and walk away from the power shot and the power kick. But shout out to Merab. The man is built different. I felt it was truly going to come down to his work ethic and him not giving up and pushing the pace. And shout out to Merab. He fucking killed it. He's just built different. And what do I want to see next from Merab? I think if Sean O'Malley and Merab fight, I think Merab eats Sean O'Malley up again, because Sean O'Malley's going to have to make some huge adjustments where he's going to have to expose himself in order to land that big KO shot. He's got 25 minutes to land that KO shot. I don't think we're going to see Sean O'Malley out wrestling.
Yep. Some invitation. I tried to say.
Merab, there's not an amount of wrestling Sean O'Malley can do from now in 2 years that's going to make up for what Merab's done his whole entire life. It's just not going to happen. And who's a better striker? Sean O'Malley's a better striker. He's got way more knockout losses, and his eyes are better, and he can get down. But once again, it's mixed martial arts, and a lot of people say, oh, you said Sean O'Malley's striking's better than Rob. I think Rob would say, yeah, his striking's better than mine. But guess what? It's mixed martial arts. It's not a boxing match, right? I've beaten better strikers in my career because I'm able to mix up mixed martial arts. I've out-wrestled people in my career in mixed martial arts. And my level of wrestling is high school. But when it comes to mixed martial arts, you can beat people with a really, really good. I've submitted black belts. Why? Because I can punch him in the fucking face in mixed martial arts. So, but let's move on to the main event. Shout out to Merab. Great for Umar Nurmagomedov. It was an opportunity for him to get to fight a top contender. And a lot of people in the comments, I saw somebody say, well, you discredited what Merab's done. No, I didn't. I just spoke my thoughts, what I felt. And here's the thing, too. Sometimes people don't get the opportunity to fight top 5 or top 10 contenders when it gets to the belt. Typically, when you have an athlete go through top, through the 10 and they go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then they fight for the belt. When they win the belt, there's nowhere for them to fight. So it's a weird thing, but great fight by those guys. Now let's go to the main event. Now we were supposed to see Islam Makhachev taking on Arman Tsarukyan, but Arman hurt his back and he had to pull the fight. So who steps up? Manny Moicano. Now, Manny Moicano got this opportunity that he might not ever get again. And he tried to capitalize on it, and he just came up short. Now, here's the thing. When you fight the best pound fighter in the world, you're not just fighting the skill, the technique, the cardio. You're also fighting the IQ, the intelligence of the athlete. And Islam has fought the best of the division. He's fought Charles Oliveira, Arman Tsarukyan, Dustin Poirier. He's been into wars, and he's able to take the fight where he wants to. Now, beginning of the fight, he's going back and forth, both free body kicks, southpaw versus orthodox. And you saw that when you're fighting someone on the feet, a fist fight's a fist fight. You're playing with windows of opportunity in the very beginning of the fight. If I go 1-2 and I make one little misjudgment and you throw a left hook and I run into it, I can get dropped, right? That's the hardest thing on the feet. But when you take the fight to the ground, jiu-jitsu is always going to be king. If my jiu-jitsu is better than yours, then I'm going to be able to feel what you're going to do. I can submit you, right? And that's what you kind of saw. Islam was looking. He didn't like how it was going on the feet, and he goes for the takedown, and he shot him for a double leg. You saw Manny Moicano. He did a good sprawl. He was trying to control the face. He tried to bring the face in front of him. He gets back to his feet.
That's
it's a
some
single
ADD
leg.
thing you just did. You didn't need to do
single
that.
leg Islam. You can see that once he got that takedown, he went here, slid him, and slammed it down. And then there was a little grappling exchange. And then once Islam saw his favorite opportunity to get his favorite submission, which is that Darce choke, he doesn't lock it up here. He locks it up here and boom, locks it. And a lot of people don't understand is that they don't squeeze here. They squeeze with their lats. And once they squeeze with their lats, it locks everything down and they're able just to finish that choke off. He got my black ass twice with it. So Manny Moicano should not feel bad whatsoever.
I'm gonna jump over there.
But great fight great fights all around. I enjoyed them. I hope you guys did too. And when it came to prize picks, boys, I ain't gonna lie to you, we took a lot of damn L's. We took a lot of we got a lot of W's.
Not
but
what?
for me, I like the 4 picks. I'm trying to get my 10x payout. I'm not going for 2x, 3x, 4x. I want 10x.
And I killed
prize
them.
picks, you can do that. Some of the ones we came with the WA, we went less with the takedowns with Islam and Rainier de Ritter. I thought if those guys did take those guys down, they'll be able to submit them. And then there's a couple of them that we got a L's on. We didn't think the Umar Nurmagomedov and Imran fight would go 25 minutes, and we also did not think that Umar Nurmagomedov would land 100 strikes. That we had it at 95 strikes because we felt like Merab does a good job of not taking any damage. He's always pushing forward, looking for the takedown, and taking the fight off the feet or taking the fight wherever he wants to. But, we had a good time making the picks. As long as you make the picks to the right place, which is Prize Pick, you can do it directly from your phone. All you got to do is go to your app store, download Prize Pick. When you do that, use my promo code MIGHTY. Cool promotion going on right now. If you're first time signing up, you play $5, you're going to win $50 no matter what happens in your picks. But all in all, it was a good night. So what do we want to see next from Islam Makhachev? Man, he's beating everybody. I mean, can we see Charles Oliveira, Islam again? Yes. But I think there's still unsettled business for Arman Tsarukyan. Hopefully he gets his back checked out. And I think the next time they make this fight, they should have a backup fighter for this one. Whether it's going to be Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, whoever it is going to be, they need to have a backup fighter because We've already had Armin pulled out once, and it's a little minor back injury. I would love for them to rebook it, but have a backup fighter just in case Armin Sarukian gets injured. That way we can have whoever's next in place, whether it's Charles Oliveira or Dustin Poirier, or whoever's next in line at the lightweight division can step up. So boys, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, please leave a like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to normally go live. And let me know in the comments below. Didn't get them all right, but I felt I was lost, some back and forth. But how did you guys feel about the fight? Do you think the picks that I gave you were good ones? And did you think the fight's gonna go this way? Here's a newsflash, guys. I don't always get it right. For example, I thought the Detroit Lions was gonna destroy the Washington Commanders. And what do you know? Washington Commanders have a big second half. And look, Detroit Lions aren't even going to the Super Bowl, and they went 13-2. Go figure. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Slow ass character.
Richest guy in the world and has a vagina larger than the blue whale? You guessed it, Elon Musk. Yeah, we're starting with the yellow $sign today. See, I like to live YouTube like it's Russian roulette, ladies and gentlemen. You know, whether it pays out, whether it doesn't matter, okay? We're here for the fun time.
Wait, how big is the vagina of the blue whale? 1 foot, 15 to 18 inches in diameter. That's a massive vagina. He is saying Elon Musk is a giga pussy.
The laughs, the gaming, the Linux, the virtual machines, so on and so forth. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, why are we talking about Elon Musk, Asmongold today? Well, it's because we've got some rather interesting gamer news to cover. Now, if you have ever played video games competitively, you know that video game competitions are no joke, okay? When it comes to video game, achievements, things like speedruns, things like...
Guys, just shut the fuck... Asmongold is for
You have no
sure
space?
popularized this.
You have no space?
Why are you guys going Asmon? Like, oh my god, he's
gem.
not, like... Dude, yes! Asmongold was like a... You know how there's like a... You know how you have in Path of Exile,
Yeah.
right? You've got your base damage, right? So, yeah, I'd made a video which was the base damage. Asmongold is like a crit.
And
Okay, so then he rolled... there was a crit chance, which... And then
you got space?
His crit multi is insane.
So take it.
His
You
crit
act
multi
like,
is
you act
insane.
like
So he,
this thing is
crit
life.
And did like
I'm not gonna
with
play
a
with you if
500
you're in
crit
that type of
multi,
mood,
so
I'll be honest.
He 5x'd it. He 5x'd it, which is so true. It's true.
getting the fastest nuke on Modern Warfare 2. If you lie about these strats, if you lie about these achievements, if you lie about any of these, you will be ostracized from the community and sent to the gallows.
True. True.
Obviously nothing that seriously, but yeah, we kind of take it seriously as gamers, okay? These are achievements. We want to make sure that the people who are earning the cred actually have earned the cred, and they're not just posing around. Now, obviously, in this situation, Elon Musk has sort of been brought down into a pretty rather insane expose. Now, the actual reason why this got brought up with Elon Musk is about a couple days ago, there was a video released by a creator known as Quinn. Elon Musk is lying about being good at video games. Now, this ended up getting nearly 1 million views. Quinn did an excellent job digging into Elon Musk's Path of Exile 2 account and realizing that
12.
there's a very high chance this dude paid for the access. This guy paid for his position. Now, Elon's one of those guys...
Wait. To be clear, the accusation wasn't actually paid. But look at this fucking right. Look at Look at him, dude. Holy shit. Wasn't paid. It was he was booted, right? Yeah. So that someone else played it for him. It could be a guy just doing it for free, right? Because he wants to suck Elon's dick. There's no, there's no transaction history or anything. But yeah.
For the access. This guy paid for his position.
Holy
now,
shit.
Elon's one of those guys where he runs multiple large companies, and he basically is operating Twitter on a daily basis, sitting in spaces, tweeting out nonstop. And in amongst all of that, he can find time to play video games at a high level like Path of Exile 2. Now, to remind you, there is 24 hours in a human day.
Yeah.
If Elon Musk is spending so much time where he's getting to the top of the leaderboards, one has to ask, is this guy actually doing any work at Tesla or SpaceX or Twitter, X, whatever? So anyways, he comes off and basically, if you look up some of older Elon interviews, he'll talk about how much of a gamer he is.
Games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
One of the best Quake players. I want to take Elon on a one-on-one Instagib at this point. Okay, let's try that out. I might be an Unreal Tournament player, but I think I can take on the world's richest man on some Quake. Anyways, to go into further over here, one of the things that, again, Quinn looked into was the Path of Exile leaderboards. Now, Path of Exile is a very recently released ARPG game. Similar to Diablo, you basically run around, kill a whole bunch of hordes, constantly get new loot, engage, upgrade your character, and you basically level up, and go in harder and harder runs, okay? It's one of those games where people compete on something known as a ladder. So this is the hardcore ladder where people are constantly gaining experience points to level their characters up. Now, one of the highest ranking players right now is one known as Naxxon, who is level 98 with, I shit you not, 3.8 billion points of experience.
What does that even mean?
Remember, the higher you go in levels for Path of Exile, the more experience you need. So this is literally a point where people who play this game are putting in hours upon hours of time. You can go to actual Path of Exile 2 streamers on Twitch. You can click on effectively any one of these. Like, this is...
Still Mage! It's still Mage! It's still Mage! Dude, he's in the chat. Oh, shit. Yo, Ben. Okay. Oh, Dat Mods, dude?
Dat Mods.
Oh, Dat Mods?
This guy is also grinding hardcore SSF at endgame. So if you actually go to his channel here real quick, and you just look at how this guy streams pretty much on a daily basis, you will find out this guy is putting in like 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours,
That's
10
not even a good
hours. And
example.
that's not even,
Not even a good
as
example.
much time as you need. There are players who are straight up
But
playing.
yeah, I mean, that still is a good point, though. Even 10 hours is a huge amount of time. Even 10 hours is a huge amount of time. 100%. It is a huge amount of time. I totally get what he's saying here. He's saying Path of Exile, it's not just about, like, skill or whatever. You have to trade time in order for you to gain leaderboard ranks, period. So if Elon was just cracked like fucking Neo, he logs in for like a millisecond, right? And he's just so good at the game. It doesn't matter how good he is. Say he's playing perfectly, making no mistakes, right? In a game like League of Legends or CS, he could get like one game a night and just win every single game, right? Because he's that cracked, right? He just wins he's literally Faker, right? He's literally Faker. He could just win every game, and he would gain ranks, and he could get to a top rank, right? He wouldn't need time. He could just use raw skill. Whereas a game like Path of Exile, it doesn't matter how much skill you have, which clearly he has no skill, but even say you gave him the amount of skill, you have to trade raw fucking time to gain ranks. There's no other way of doing it, which is what point he's making. I need to start making down points. Some points here, like
20.
what you want. I don't even call this normie points that normies would understand, right? For this Piers Morgan thing.
Sometimes the broadcast can go up to like 40 hours. You basically have to play Path of Exile 2 every waking hour of your fucking life if you want to reach anywhere at the top echelons of these actual leaderboards. So at rank number 30 exists an account known as Random9 number 2886. And this is Elon's account, also at level 97. Now, the reason why I said there's 24 hours in a fucking day is, what is this guy doing if all he does is play Path of Exile 2? Are you operating SpaceX? Are you operating Tesla? There were moments where this guy was apparently playing Path of Exile while arguing with government leaders and people on Twitter Spaces. It's fucking insane. This guy is apparently either a god gamer or a complete fucking charlatan. So again, it's not the amount of hours somebody has played, it's also how good are they when it comes to the video game. Now, at this moment in time, one of the interesting things that people did after they started to question how this account actually belonged to Elon was, in order to see if this guy actually knew what he was talking about, they looked up old broadcasts. Now, Elon Musk streams on X, so he tests live streaming by playing Path of Exile, and it used to be games like Diablo 4.
You just watched it Raw Dog Live, bro. You just watched it live on X.
But I'll get to a bit of the gaming history as well, too. This video is going to be a little bit on the lengthy side. But they started looking into how this guy plays, and when he moves his map around, for instance, you'll see that normally this is the endgame map screen for Path of Exile. So all these points, when you want to start up a new Waystone, when you want to start up new runs or whatever, you need to be able to navigate this really quickly. When you play an MMO game for like hours on end, you should effectively be basically going like Jedi mode, point-to-point clicking, and just optimizing this. You know, I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto Online, and I can tell you right now, I can navigate through every single menu in that game within seconds, no matter what. Once you
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He is not wrong. I think he's trying. I see the point he's getting at. Yeah. No, I see what he's getting at. I'd say what he's getting at. Yeah, he's the 100%. Even if you, like, not even the parts where he's just like clicking like a moron, like just totally not even understanding the mechanic entirely. He is just overall slow as fuck. And the reality is, if you've been doing this at a highly efficient level, doing this thousands of times over and over and over again, why are you also gonna go like at a pace of a turtle? But that doesn't make any sense. You're just not gonna randomly. It's not like that. That just doesn't happen.
That much game time, all these things become second nature. The way that Elon is moving is literally at the pace of a fucking snail.
Turtle,
and it kind of
snail.
shows you
Yep,
that maybe this is just one of many red flags you have to watch out for. So people started to look at how he was playing, and it wasn't exactly the most top-tier gameplay. Now, I'll leave it to Quinn and a few of the other Path of Exile people who have analyzed his gameplay. Because there were moments where he wasn't even able to identify or properly explain why some items in his build were actually the best possible items you could have at any moment. This guy had no idea how his allegedly paid-for account even operated. Now again, there's no code red, debt to rights proof that this account is entirely bought for. But I would say on a personal level, if you had to put my entire net worth, my life on the line, like you had to put a gun to my head and ask me, do I think Elon paid for this account or he naturally played it himself? I would say that he most likely paid for this account on a personal belief, okay?
Most likely.
I'm not trying to catch no defamation charges from somebody as petty as Elon Musk. And when I talk about pettiness, that brings us to the next stage in the story.
We were talking about this yesterday, by the way. Okay, so wait, I go on and say Elon Musk is a massive fucking fraud, right? When it comes to gaming, a gaming fraud. All right, I go on and say he's a gaming fraud. Like, is there any way that Elon fucking tries to sue my ass or some shit? And is there? Because I don't think he would. I don't think that's the case at all, right? I don't think that's the case. Because isn't he Giga Turbo Pro Freedom? Which is kind of funny, this whole Asmongold saga part, which is like the opposite of that, right? He's like taken away his fucking checkmark for speaking the truth, which is, he's supposed to be the Pro Freedom guy, a little bit of a hypocrite, right? But okay, so I just like one of those things where, okay, what? So he's supposed to be Pro Freedom, now he's like trying to do something for defamation whenever it's like clearly he did cheat and he knows he cheated? Like that means that he'd be the... So then on top of that, I mean, there's just no way. There's no way he would do that. You just say allegedly. I don't want to say allegedly. No, he 100% cheated. I would bet my life he cheated. I bet my life. I would legitimately bet my life. I would. There is a 99.9999999% chance. The only scenario in which he didn't cheat is that Elon Musk is doing some sort of super high level Giga Turbo 5-head play where his plan is to try and do some sort of psyop where he deliberately streams and pretends to be bad intentionally over and over and over again over the course of many months, right, across multiple games, and it's all just a giant psyop, and he's just trolling everyone, right? Which, you know, that's the only scenario. Which, you know, considering he is a massive ego Andy and he tries to brag constantly, you know, what's more likely? Do you think he's just some FIFA gamer? He's actually the complete good gamer, but he just deliberately goes on and like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend to click this thing for now. Oh, I'm gonna just try and loot this item over and over and over again when my bags are full. Oh, I'm gonna like post like the shittiest Elden Ring build possible and then talk about weight limit. Oh, I'm gonna fucking talk about how I was like top ranked and, you know, playing with the best players in like D4. Like whenever he's just getting boosted, right? Like I don't know. I mean, there's no way. There's no way. So it's not defamation. There's just like there is like 1,000 arrows all pointing to towards one truth. So now either he manually has been doing some crazy long-term project to set all these arrows up just to trick people, to make people think he's shit at video games and he's actually a cheater and then he's trying to hide it, or he is just shit at video games and cheating and trying to hide it, right?
No way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for.
Dude, I agree. I absolutely agree. I get it, Zach. Zach saying that is basically like somebody saying the Earth is fucking round. All right. Like, at some point when you actually look at how much effort he put into it, it doesn't scream, you know, it actually being real. For example, on a separate game, one that I have more of a connection to, something like Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this is my account on Rainbow Six Siege, Power Bottom Dad. You can see the last game I played was September 17th. I tried getting back into the game, just didn't get into it. They've changed a lot of stuff that, you know, on not even relevant to this video. But you can see that my highest actual peak was Platinum 3. Now, if all of a sudden I had basically recorded a video or started streaming on an account that was champion level, which is the highest level in the game, anybody could see me playing Rainbow Six and realize Muda doesn't know how to play at that champion level. He's not checking the rooms right. He's not picking the right operators for the job. He doesn't have the required map knowledge. Anybody can instantly identify.
It's not even that, though. It's not even that. It's not even like, oh, he's technically low elo, but he's actually trying to play in a high elo and make it look like he's playing in a high elo. It's like, no, he doesn't even understand the basic fundamental parts of how to play. It's more like he's trying to say he's messy, right? And he's like a rotund child that has some sort of limp leg, and he tries to kick the ball, but he just falls over. Right? Like, it's not even, you know, it's not even like he's just like, oh, look, he's just a little bit boosted. No. He's completely clueless and has no idea. I would bet money Elon Musk fucking has not completed the campaign in Path of Exile 2. I think his total playtime in PoE 2 is less than 10 hours. Like, you could, that's how bad, he is heinous.
If somebody is a fraud based on anything, which is why buying an account and like streaming with it is equivalent to like streaming with hacks. It's just so fucking obvious for anybody watching that, why would you even do it? It's like, why even go after such easily discreditable stuff, right? Instead of like owning up and going, yeah, I made a mistake, he instead doubles down and just starts lashing out and crashing on the community. So Elon says, Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent. But in reality, he has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. So I was like, oh, wait, what? What do you mean he has to ask a boss? What did that even come out to? Well, Elon decides to, by the way, violate the terms of service on X and leak private DMs.
Not entirely sure about that. Can't find the specific clause. Oh, okay.
And say, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure. Who are these mysterious editors? Two guys. They basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically, any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. So Elon goes, interesting. I don't know how an editor that you employ to cut content and splice it onto your YouTube channel counts as your boss. Like, it's a pretty standard practice on the internet, you know?
Elon's just dumb fuck, and he has literally no clue. And he thinks Cat Danny's some sort of mastermind editor, like a newspaper editor. And he's just, you know, setting up the article and just telling him what to say.
I still have it. I can't do it.
Elon's
Don't know
just
why I
completely
can't.
out of touch and clueless.
But it kind of goes back to the 24-hour thing. I don't have
And I
editors
just
on
did
my
it
channel.
today,
Everything
too.
here is
Still
like
can do
my
it.
own thing.
Oh,
I
shit.
use YouTube as a hobby. This is not a job for me, okay? Like, I work a regular job every day. I go to my office, I work, I come home.
I'm coming in a second.
Someone wanted these doors to remain shut. I should open them. Well, if it isn't the traitor herself.
I cut together the video that I recorded the night, or 2 nights or whatever before, and I post that on the internet. It is a therapeutic, fun thing for me. So that's why when I get demonetized or a video doesn't hit viewers...
Wait, here's a job that's not YouTube. Wait, what? Wait, here's a job. Or is he saying YouTube is his job? I'm really impressed if he actually has a job and he does, like, how many YouTube videos he does. That's crazy. Wait, he has a job? Wait, what is Muda Ha's real job? He flips real estate. He flips real estate? I don't know. What the fuck? Wait, I'm confused. I don't...
Wise, like, maybe it's a 10 out of 10, doesn't bang in the algorithm as much. It doesn't really affect me, okay? I just enjoy what I do. And it makes me wonder, like, how somebody like Elon is able to, again, do time management. I require a high degree of time management to do all of this. To do a job, to live and deal with my family, to do YouTube requires me to pretty much regiment my time out at a very strict level.
That is immense. That is immense. But he's saying he literally has a job and he does YouTube, like, and he's doing family shit. What, does he have kids? If he's got kids, bro, this guy's a god. If this guy has kids as well, holy fuck. Who is this guy? That's like a job. Oh, he doesn't know kids. Okay, no kids. All right, a little bit less impressive, but still impressive. You would think that he would just double down on his YouTube thing. But then again, you know what? Fuck that. If he doesn't want to do that, then don't do that, right? Do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Sometimes, obviously, turning it your hobby into your total work can be a totally bad thing. And, keeping it as like a on the side thing. Although clearly it's not on the side thing. I'm guessing that this YouTube probably is like 10, 20x whatever his actual job is in terms of income, but whatever. I'm not impressed. I'm not as impressed. Yeah, for sure. If you got 2 jobs and you got kids, dude, that's fucking hectic. That's fucking hectic. Like if you're literally having 2 full-time jobs, basically, you're crazy, and your kids. Then you don't exist outside of you're either working, looking after kids, or sleeping. Which that's kind of like where I'm at right now. That's that's where I'm at.
How is somebody who is just sitting down allegedly playing Path of Exile 2 for like fucking 20 hours a day, managing 2 large companies, and then somehow trying to fit his way in to helping run the US government down the road? It's fucking insane. And the more and more you start to look at Elon, the more and more these cracks start going through.
And it's funny too, like down the road, it's crazy that like Elon Musk's biggest ball washer jumps in, Ian Miles Long, and he goes, you shouldn't have to justify yourself to these people, but it's nice that you've got receipts to prove your gaming credentials, a receipt being that he apparently did like a world record Diablo run. Ian Miles Chong is definitely...
I don't think he did that run, by the way. I don't think... I've yet to see a single...
Let me open the box. My luck is 91%.
Where Elon Musk has his camera on, and you can see him playing the game. Like, every single clear is like, his keybinds are different. The quality of the recording is like at a higher frame rate with different graphic settings. and the gameplay looks completely different. All I've seen is him getting boosted by Rob from the block. I mean, dude, I'd love to see it. If you got him clearing a fucking rank 1 rift solo, I would love to see it. I've just seen, the only thing I've seen is him getting boosted by Rob from the block in a group. And every single time he posted a rank 1 run, it's just been like a no audio, no video, just some like different like game settings. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. What's this? Nightmare doesn't know how to complete. Should we watch this now? I thought it was so cool when I saw this because he was just like, you know, he was gaming, bro. It was, now, the gameplay wasn't great, I'll admit. He wasn't like the best gamer or anything. And he does die repeatedly in this video. But he clearly actually played the game. I thought that maybe his assistant was boosting him a little bit, like getting him up a few levels, whatever. I thought it was ethical. He's not claiming to be top rank here. He's just like, you know, in the game, playing. This is before all the ego rank. Like, I'm a top guy, like, where's the video? Because he clearly has a setup. Get me a video of him pushing a rank 1 rift with his camera on. Because I'd love to see it. Because every single one that I've seen has just been, it's different keybinds, different settings, no audio or video. I was an Elon tech enjoyer. And then the fact that he was gaming as well, that's fucking cool.
I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube, Twitch, playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he's just not good at video games. To which, thank God, Twitter has community notes because they shut up every fucking achievement Asmon has. You know, I may not agree with everything Asmongold says, but it's hilarious that this grifting shithead is saying, like, oh, this other gamer is not as legit as me. Bro, your account is clearly botted, okay? I'm sorry to say, it's very clearly botted.
Boosted.
It is what it is.
Boosted.
At least Asmon in this situation...
Okay, he's saying boosted and pay to win. We're not, there's no, he's boosted. Like, okay, could have been a boosted.
Understands gaming concepts and can play a video game at a relatively decent level. And I think recently he'd like 100%ed on hard all of like Metaphor ReFantazio. Like, the guy understands video games. Elon Musk likes to jump on the trendy video games and pretend to be the top tier player. You know, like years ago when like the Cybertruck was being revealed and he was showing like Cyberpunk running in a Tesla, I would love to ask him like what the basic plot points of Cyberpunk 2077 is, because I don't even think this dumb fuck has made it past the actual start screen, to be honest with you. You know,
do the same thing with PoE. Ask him about the basic plot points of the campaign in Path of Exile. Like, or just like just describes like, I don't know, 3 of the major bosses.
Most people probably have realized too,
Straight
like,
up.
Elon Musk is just a pretty dog shit player in most games too. Like, when I talk about trendy games, even with games like Elden Ring, which most people jump into, like it's a hard game from FromSoft, I have several hours in this game. I actually platinumed Elden Ring, like, I want to say a week within its release, around a week. And I played the game nonstop.
Okay.
I understand all of its concepts. I understand what to do. I did like new game pluses. I was in this game. I did Shadow of the Erdtree like as soon as it dropped. Game was like consuming my life. So you know, Elon tweets out his build. Equip load will be lower, faster as needed. And he shows a build where he doesn't even like properly like figure out what items that should be placed within it. Like, he doesn't really have the item set up properly. Like, he doesn't really have any thought put into his build. You look at his stats, and it just doesn't seem like somebody who gives a shit about a video game. He jumps in. Again, it just doesn't seem like somebody who gives a shit about a video game. He jumps in, tours into this, doesn't really give a crap, wants to get all the praises, but he plays like an actual turbo tard. It's insane. I love this one too, where it's like fucking, you know, one guy's like, list of games I've not played, all the Grand Theft Autos, right?
Dude, this is a classic, bro. Wait, this is a classic. This, honestly, this shit was like some of the first turbo red flags to me. What is this? Like, okay, tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. Nah. That's crazy. That is some clown shit. I'm sorry. That is some clown shit. This is like what do you call this? Political brain rot. Where your politics take over your brain and you're infested and it makes you retarded. Like that's because this is just so fucking out of touch, bro. Dude, it's a fucking video game! What do you mean? You go around mass murdering every fucking game! Oh, what are you no, don't play any games where you kill anyone. What the? Oh, 50% of all games ever made. Oh, yep, rip.
Elon's like, tried, but I don't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. You know what I said? The man had a bigger vagina than the blue whale?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Bro, how are you gonna buy a game called Grand Theft Auto, put it into your system, and not expect to shoot a cop? It's a video game, bro. I wonder, you want to give this guy a heart attack at 50? Put up No Russian in Modern Warfare 2. See if he can get through shooting up an entire airport. And of course, resident ball washer comes in and goes, I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finish GTA 5.
Really? So pathetic. It's
And
so
then people dug up that he wrote like 250.
They're complete clowns. These guys are complete clowns. Like this guy here is this guy's a turbo clown. This guy, like, honestly, he's such a clown that he makes Elon Musk like a normal human being. Like, by comparison, this guy is like I do not know if you said like, who is the biggest clown on Twitter. This guy, Honey P. There's infinity examples of him just being. What I don't understand is how the fuck anyone can possibly agree with anything he says. Because he says so much dumb retarded shit on such a frequent basis that, like, why, like, how is he at all relevant? Oh, that's right, because he just fucking goggles Elon's fucking balls all day, dude. And then Elon can have some bot to reply to, basically, to, like, fucking make his point.
55 articles covering GTA 5, and again, how to evade police in the game single-player mode. So yeah, again, when it comes to these lying grifters, okay, it's very easy to pick them apart. Like, I love video games. I genuinely have never jumped in and made videos, and I'm probably going to make a couple more videos like this about some rather unsavory figures in this space, where, again, it's people who...
Oh, he's making a Pirate Software video, dude! He's making a Pirate Software video! You just heard it just now! Make his point.
55 articles covering GTA 5, and again, how to evade police in the game single-player mode. So yeah, again, when it comes to these lying grifters, okay, it's very easy to pick them apart. Like, I love video games. I genuinely have never jumped in and made videos, and I'm probably going to make a couple more videos like this about some rather unsavory figures in this space, where, again, it's people who...
Oh, he's making a Pirate Software video, dude! He's making a Pirate Software video! You just heard it just now! He just did the announcement.
But in the world of gaming, they have no idea what gaming really is. They just use it as a front for their culture war, and they really just take a shit on the discussion of video games in general, right? They always bring up, like, woke politics, crazy, stupid shit. They never are able to just properly decipher or discuss these things. It's just used as a medium for them to have their culture war battles. Insane shit, okay? But again, to go back to old Asmin here, Asmin, after a spat, apparently seemingly had his checkmark removed, which doesn't really shock me. Like, I remember, like, even a couple, like, weeks ago, there were, like, people, like, highly, like, super right-wing accounts that, like, got into a discussion with H-1B visas about, you know, with Elon Musk, and all of a sudden...
Why are they always talking about H-1Z1, bro? I don't understand this. This game's died a long time ago.
Elon Musk was like, I love H-1B visas. I love hiring people for indentured servitude. And, you know, all the right-wing people were like, we keep the jobs here. You know, it was a whole argument. And of course, anybody who disagreed with Elon suddenly were like, oh, my payouts don't really seem to be as high as they used to. Or, ooh, X is finally cracking down on my obvious bigoted speech. Yeah, Elon just didn't like you anymore, okay? Simple as that. See, this guy, when you trust him for free speech, it's hilarious.
So you scratch his back, he'll scratch yours. That's the vibe, right? Like, that's the thing. You keep sucking his dick, like eating Elon's ass. If you're going to be the bottom feeder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, how else is that Iron Miles Chong guy still fucking relevant at all? It's because he's like some sort of human centipede. He's physically attached to Elon's ass, just eating his ass 24/7, right? Like, that's it. You eat his ass, and he'll eat yours. You know, he'll throw you some scraps. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Because for him, free speech only matters is as long as you're like Ian Miles Chong on both your knees without any knee pads on, sucking this dude off, licking the balls, kissing the gooch, all day, every day. It's insanity, okay? That's not free speech. That's you wanting to be the cool kid in class all the time, even though you're the fucking court jester. Now, at the end of all of this, ladies and gentlemen, to go further into this, it started off as like a little gaming spat, but honestly, the more and more you look into like Elon Musk, it's not just the gaming that really hits you. One of the things that kind of blew me away from, like, you know, just basically being like, I think Elon's a cool guy, is as somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance, hearing Elon talk about computers and anything code related is actually mind-bogglingly stupid. So this is like 2 years ago when Twitter was like first purchased, and he was basically being grilled about what was wrong with Twitter's code, what was wrong with Twitter's stack. Listen to this.
Hey, it's a hammer.
I mean, I think, frankly, if you want to have a really high velocity features, I think we'll just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
It's a hammer.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
And that's a really good response, actually. It's like, you want to totally rewrite the
They're
code?
looking for a
Like,
new
I mean,
hammer.
what kind of junior coding response is that? What is wrong with the code? Exactly like pointed out. And this is where Elon was basically grilled just a tad, and it made him go absolutely ape
This is
shit.
why I have the luck up. You should.
Well, when you
I think you should also try to get luck. I don't know why. You know the item drop rate.
A bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, "What is Twitter?"
I know people are trying to build for like damage and stuff like that.
I mean, I just mean like literally like like you could either try to amend
You mean this thing,
the
the-
crazy stack that exists, or
The increased
rewrite it.
rarity of the file.
When you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like, break it
Yeah.
down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean, like, what do you mean by crazy? No. Seriously. Come on, bud. Come on.
Who are you?
Oh shit! Oh shit! He's busting out the who? Who? Literally, oh shit, bro. He didn't know what to say, so he just busted out the who, the sick own, brother. Bro, this guy's got no content. Alright? That's like XQC losing in a computer game, and then XQC says, "You got no content. Who even are you, bro? You got no." It's just some guy in a computer game he's fighting. Like,
What do you mean, who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the
Whoa,
mic.
whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like, what? No.
I'm just a guy, man. Like, what the hell? There's a legitimate question being posed, but like, I guess Hoey doesn't want to talk to people he doesn't know. All right, Elon doesn't like talking to people he doesn't
I
know.
thought this guy
You're in
died.
charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like, what is the stack? Elon,
Keep things
come on,
textual
man.
in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it?
Mm-hmm.
What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on.
Wait. All right. So first off,
Amazing. Wow,
Wait.
you're a jackass.
Oh shit! He's ad-homing him. That's what happens when you've lost the argument. You just start throwing names out. You just like you can't actually defend yourself like with logic and facts. You just start checking out names. But he's pissed. There it is.
Wow, you're a jackass. Now that escalated pretty quickly. And to give you an idea, if you ever worked in like any job computer programming related, you probably have like really went through some PTSD the last like 30 seconds, because Elon sounds like any boss that will just like hear the trendy
think this is the
buzzword
boss.
like, oh, a stack. Ooh, something's wrong with
Go to
that
the bathroom and
old
go back to the
stack.
camp
We
real
gotta
quick.
fix the stack. Now I'm going to give you guys a crash course on what a programming or like
Yeah.
any stack really is. So for instance, one of the most common stacks available is something known as LAMP, which stands for
LAMP.
a set of programs, a set
Okay.
of software you need
Okay.
to, for example, LAMP,
LAMP
the
stack.
actual stack we're going to discuss here, is designed for building websites and web applications and so on and so forth. Okay, pretty massive part of the internet, something all of us interact with on a daily basis.
Okay.
Heck, you're doing it right now. So again, a LAMP stack is L for Linux, okay?
Linux.
You've got A for Apache, which is your web
Apache,
server.
okay.
You've got M for MySQL for database
MySQL.
management, and you've got
SQL.
P for, again, PHP. So these
SQL.
are just stacks. And again, it's different stacks, so you could be working in a place, but generally speaking, there's like a set of stacks that people know. So when you ask somebody, like, what the fuck is wrong with the stack? Like, what aspect of it is wrong? Is there something wrong with Linux? Something wrong with the web server? That's what you hit up with. Elon, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, immediately starts lashing out at people, right? And sure, you could argue the other guy he's talking to is condescending, but anybody would be condescending when they're dealing with somebody who is just literally trying to bullshit their way.
I don't even think he was that bad. I think he was just asking basic legit questions, and Elon was just question marking. So then he tried to reiterate, and then Elon just started getting offended. Do you think he was being? Maybe he had a little bit of an attitude, perhaps a slight attitude. But when Elon said, "Who are you?" He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I'm a guy, you know? You gave me the fucking mic. Like what else is he supposed to say? Like, I'm a human being. Like,
Important one with Fortress.
I'm coming back. Oh, passive. One second.
Yeah, I love it. This address. Like, what is he supposed to say? Like, I don't know.
Through something that is so evidently simple. And even beyond all of it, one of the things that I found out too was like through a Dogecoin co-creator, right? One of these guys calls Elon a grifter who couldn't even run basic code. And what kind of basic code? Well, according to the co-creator, Palmer, he actually talked about how Elon Musk could not run the script. So Elon reached out to me to get a hold of the script, and it became very apparent quickly that he didn't understand coding as well as he made out. He asked, how do I run this Python script? So again, after I gave him the script, I wasn't a fan of him. He's a grifter. He sells a vision in hopes that he can one day deliver what he's promising, but he doesn't know that. And that's way true if we're talking about things like Tesla full self.
But he can do some coding, right? Didn't he do like PayPal coding or something? Wasn't he Elon software? But didn't he do some PayPal coding or something? Maybe it's some boomer shit. Maybe. What, he was a part of that group or whatever, dude. There's pictures of him when he's bald and he's like he got up at PayPal and he sold it and got a bunch of money. Right? Wasn't he there? He was the financer. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the PayPal situation. From what I heard, that he coded some stuff in PayPal. That's from what I had heard.
About to get done.
From what I had heard.
And the days of the robo-taxi and all of these crazy promises if you owned a Tesla, a lot of them have still remained completely fucking unmatched. But when it comes to like Python scripts, just to whittle it on back, if this guy cannot, if this is true and he can't even run a Python script, something that you probably learn now in like a 11th grade, like high school, like computer programming class, this guy is just a fucking poser. And that's one of the things, it's one of the reasons why, like, when he was
I don't know, why killed me.
electric cars, I'm like, cool, you know, he knows his things. And I still believe Elon knows things about electric cars because, yes, Tesla is still, from what I understand, at the top of their game. They're getting more competition, but they're still doing good. Do I think Elon knows about space rockets? Probably not, but he knows how to hire people that know about space rockets, and that's why SpaceX, from my understanding, does pretty well, and that's why
See this shit though? Wait, you see what I saw? Can I even find it? He tweets so much today. Will I even be able to find whatever the fuck? Oh my god, bro. What? How? There is no fucking way, bro. There is no fucking way this guy is living on PoE to fucking 97. He's just tweeting constantly. This is just like one day, bro. We're still on January 17th. This is still January 17th. We're still on January 17th. This is the problem. Okay, here we are. Found the tweet. Ask yourself, what does this video convey?
Welcome to SpaceX. Welcome to SpaceX.
I'm sorry, what is it like? Is it like, okay, if you're like, yeah, I employ some of the smartest guys in the world, and like, yeah, they're doing crazy stuff. And like, yeah, this business that I started up, I have a vision, and like, these guys are way smarter than me and doing all this crazy shit. It's badass. But it's the messaging is like, I am literally Elon. I am the GOAT. Look at me clap. Look at me walk in to the place. Look at all the shit I'm doing. Which is, you know, it's not the correct vibe, is it? Not the correct vibe.
They keep winning government contracts, and they've genuinely changed and made space travel more efficient than it used to be. But when it comes to things like programming, that's where, at least as soon as you're jumping into the space and you're looking into this guy and you think, whoa, he's like this crazy smart dude, and you start peeling back some of the BS, it becomes readily apparent you're dealing with an actual grifter, not somebody who is like this crazy tech messiah, or at least whatever he wants to be.
I think that's what everyone's happening. I think everyone has like a specialty, whether it's cars, computers, rockets, or for me, gaming. That's my specialty, as I'm gaming. And then it becomes very obvious, because I don't know shit about cars. I don't know shit about code. I don't know shit about fucking rockets, right? So I can get, like, you know, I don't know fuck all about that. So how could I criticize it? Whatever, dude. I'm like, okay, he's clearly like a rocket scientist or whatever. Oh, he clearly designs cars or whatever. Okay, fair enough. He's saying lots of buzzwords and stuff. He's got a really successful company. It seems to be the. But then he comes into the gaming space, right? A game that I actually play, right? A game that I'm actually playing, and it's like, okay, this guy's a massive fucking clown. This guy's a massive fucking clown. He's full of shit. And then it calls into question everything else he does. Because I've seen people calling him out for the cars, I've seen him calling out for the rockets, they're calling him out for every aspect of what Elon says he's a master at. And so what does that mean? The whole thing is just a giant facade and he's actually clueless as fuck? I mean, is he the most successful con man in history?
Most likely appealing to, because Elon is currently engaged for a messiah, or at least whatever he wants to be. Which again is important. Now, if you're a gamer, somebody who Elon is most likely appealing to, because Elon is currently engaged in the most insane culture wars, Elon is using gamers and gaming as a whole in order to push all of his narratives, and it's finally because of the shit like this Path of Exile 2 that people are looking at him and going, yeah, this guy's kind of a fucking idiot. I mean, it should have been pretty evident too, like literally like November of like last year, when like Elon literally was talking about building an AI game company to make games great again, okay? We need a video gamer voting block. Too many game studios are owned by massive corporations. So again, a massive.
What is this? This is a meme, right? This is a dead idea. It's a stupid fucking idea. This is a wait. What even is this? What even? So what? One of the largest. Wait. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Elon is one of the fucking richest guys in the world, and he runs some of the biggest companies in the world. So I don't get it. So how's he? It's what? He's going to start up his own thing, and it's going to be not only it's going to be AI dog shit drivel. Like I don't get it. What?
Corporation hosted by the richest guy in the world.
You have a level 7 skill gem, by the way.
How's that any different?
Is he?
XAI is starting a game studio to make games great again. So they're working on building AI to accelerate human scientific discovery, guided by our mission to advance our collective understanding of the universe. Now, at the end of all this video is getting long enough, but a guy who is willing to be so shady and not transparent about, you know, something as simple as video games has at least me genuinely worried about another project that he's working on that is far more serious than video games, you know, petty internet, you know, slap fighting, something known as the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Doge is a basically proposed presidential advisory commission that apparently is designed
That's
to
a skill.
trim down the fact or the budget of the government, right? So the idea of Doge has been linked to Trump's campaign
There's a level
promises to cut
7
federal
skill gem.
spending and reduce the size of the
A level
government
7
and
one.
the size
Level
of the
7 skill
federal
gem.
fiscal deficit.
And I just
So again,
your president's releasing meme coins. My new official Trump meme
Skill,
is here.
not-
Join
not
my very
spirit,
special
not-
Trump community. Get your Trump now. Why isn't no one
This
calling this
thing,
shit out,
but
bro?
level 7.
Yo,
I'll show
why
you.
is the fucking president doing fucking pump and dumps? Why is the
gem like
president
this, but
doing
level
pump
7.
and dumps? You've got like a fucking meme
Like
department
an unskilled skill gem.
with some
level
guy
7.
who's pretending to be good at computer games who's actually dog shit. Like everything, like the whole. I don't know what's happening in NA. It's turning into a giant meme, bro. What's going on?
the people who are going to be chairing this is Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, okay? 2 billionaires in the United States. Now again, both of these guys have severe controversies regarding the businesses that they've ran. But when it comes to Elon Musk, he said that Musk said Americans are welcome to bombard him with suggestions for where he should wield his axe. So you can jump into, I guess, live streams and basically decide what to cut, okay? Interesting. Anybody can just have laissez-faire. You know when people talk about the fall of Rome? This might be it. Anytime the public thinks we are cutting something important or not cutting something wasteful, just let us know, he wrote, adding that all actions of
Can I have the level 8 one?
Wait, were you able to do the trial about that thing?
What? I don't think there's any trials in there. You have to do. You have to get a coin and go back to the first Act 2 one.
This one rates on the blockchains, and but this also the
Greetings. Nothing is set in stone.
depends on how much blockchains you have on your shield. So if you have more than ice damage, ices and stun build up again.
Of the Department of Government Efficiency will be posted online for maximum transparency. You know, it'd be interesting how a man
Jesus.
who gets so much subsidies from the federal government is now going to be in charge of deciding how that federal budget gets spent. But if he's not transparent about his video game nonsense, like something so low risk, something that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things, do you as a American trust this guy with being transparent about how he's going to chop up federal spending? Elon Musk, in my personal opinion, is a lying sack of shit. And at the end of the day, do I think he's some evil guy? Probably not. You know, to be fair, I think when it comes to evil,
Just a
you know,
clown.
I look at people like Peter Scully. You know,
Ego
that guy's
Andy.
evil.
Ego Andy
Hitler,
clown.
that guy's fucking hella evil. Okay, there's a lot of people that are evil. Okay, Elon Musk is just somebody that is, he's self-serving. He's somebody who's obviously a billionaire. He only associates with billionaires. He only cares about really enriching himself. And I think this kind of stuff, when it comes to the Path of Exile 2 debacle, and then of course as a programmer when it comes to the whole Twitter debacle, and of course when it comes to people who actually know rocket technology, comes to the controversies of SpaceX.
It's very telling for his character, I feel like. That's what it is. It's very telling. I feel like even if you take everything else aside, the fact that he'll do some video games tells you what he might do for other things. It's like Pirate, where he refused to admit that he had made a mistake and keep doubling down. That is telling for everything else they do, right? If they're willing to like throw everyone else under the bus and like know they have their mana gem usable, yet they don't use it because they don't want to look wrong. So they would rather kill off the players in their group than look bad at the video game. Okay, that tells you all you need to know about a person.
That veneer is slipping away. And I feel like it has to slip away for people to, get rid of their blinders and actually look at all of these people, not just Elon Musk, with some serious, nuanced understanding. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it.
There it is. Good video. Good video. True.
Since officially official.
Or the end game. So take it and just save it for now.
The ByteDance owned company TikTok is gone from our phone. Hold up. I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt. So after the most excruciating 12 hours of pain that I have ever seen, TikTok is officially back. I was tired of scrolling through my old photos and deleting contacts. I'm not gonna lie, I needed something to procrastinate. I needed to use my time less wisely. Now, I went ahead and recorded this video under the assumption that we were gonna go dark for much longer, but no. Thanks to President Trump's efforts, and that's just me reading what TikTok put out there, TikTok is back up and they are going through the process of restoring services around the U.S. as we speak. Now, this is only a temporary thing because President Trump isn't fully in office and all these things were promises, and a plan has to be brought down because they're still taking our data, right? That should be the biggest concern. They're still taking our privacy and our freedoms and all the other. That should be the main concern. So as it stands right now, I can finally go back and download my favorite sounds and favorite videos from the podcast. And I'm genuinely excited. Like, I know I seem a little bit sarcastic here, but the ability to be back on a social media platform is crazy as it sounds. It feels good. Not because I wanted to see people twerk or people do degenerate things, because that's not even what my feed consisted of. Just the idea, generation, the creativity, the places to go eat, all the things that TikTok provided were really, really good to me and for me. And I'm not even talking about the financial aspect. I just mean from the aspect of having some sort of pseudo community that's on social media, a place that I can build from was great. Now, I don't know what the future holds. This could be something temporary, just something to soothe your stomach right now, but hopefully they find out some way to rectify the situation that doesn't have somebody that owns something sell 100% of it, because I guess that's the best case scenario at this point. But ultimately the app is back. But I will say, for the large majority, heed this warning about diversification. You need to diversify. Anything that you have can and will be taken away from you at this very moment. So for the creators that already started to migrate to Instagram, to Facebook, to YouTube, to X, to any other platform, I would go ahead and say continue those endeavors and go back to the clock app. I know the clock app is fun and it's something that blew up and you didn't think it would be there for a long time, but I saw way too many creators who were crying about the clock app disappearing. Those are people that were making anywhere between $30 a month to $30,000 a month. It can go away at any time. Now, with that being said, back to the video. Just a few months ago, a lot of people thought that this would be some sort of fantasy, but the fantasy turned into reality fast for a lot of people scrolling on their favorite app just to see it not refresh or being hit with a big old fat warning sticker that said, hey, come back later. Maybe not. And I know a lot of people didn't think that this situation would ever come to fruition, but the day of reckoning is here, and their platform of choice, their platform to get their news, their information, their platform to Google, and hell, for a lot of people, their business platform is gone.
Really not fair that They're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen a video of the girl that made the Renegade dance.
This app was literally supposed to be my way out. So for everyone who's saying, go get a job, I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. And I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. I have been posting on this app almost every day for 5 years, guys.
Government, I'm never forgiving you for this, and I'm never gonna trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood.
Now, obviously, there are people that sit on the same aisle as some of these creators that we just saw, and maybe not to the extremes that they are, but there are also people who sit on the opposite side that say they're good that TikTok is gone. It was a degenerate platform. People were tired of it anyway. But no matter what you believe, TikTok has undeniable facts surrounding it. It being down for a month is going to affect small businesses, whether it be the creators, the people that sell, I don't know, fans for the phones or whatever little knickknacks they have. Being down for a month is going to cause businesses an estimated $1.3 billion a month. And that's just small businesses. That doesn't take into account the big businesses or the creators that are also affected in it. Damn the privacy conversation, because we'll get into that in a second. But it's amazing to see that America would take away people's livelihood because they couldn't get it sold or whatever the case may be. And even if you thought it was a degenerate platform, how is that much more different than every other platform on social media? Like, it doesn't take a super brain to realize that being on social media has its downsides, but it also has its upsides. And that's something that people fail to mention when they have these conversations. Twitter is literally like race baity or full out racist, brain rot, relationship. It's a bunch of nonsensical mess on there. Instagram, I don't know what it's done since its baddie era, but let's not act like Instagram isn't responsible for the modern day body dysmorphia that a lot of people have in this society. YouTube, hey brother, over here I can't speak to it. It's a great app. But let's not act like all these platforms don't have their faults. And one of the shared faults that they all have seems to be the data privacy agreement. But I guess the difference is one is owned by an American company, so it's okay if they practice capitalism in selling their data. But when a Chinese company owns the data and possibly or possibly not doesn't do anything with it, that's when a problem arises.
I'm an attorney and I just got done listening to the Supreme Court hear the TikTok ban issue. I think the attorney arguing against the TikTok ban made some great points. He pointed out that if the US government is so concerned about Americans' privacy and access to our data, then why is the government not also trying to ban apps like Shein and Temu, which collect essentially the same kind of data that TikTok collects? He used this to point out that the real issue here is the government trying to control free speech. Even Justice Sotomayor stated that she is concerned that this TikTok ban is trying to control speech, which is a huge problem for Americans. Another point the attorney made in arguing against the TikTok ban is that there have been government officials make statements like, oh, TikTok is a threat to democracy, it's gonna sway Americans' opinion, which again points out that the government, the US government, is trying to control speech.
I believe that data mining and data farming is a big deal in this country, but the point is that everybody's doing it. And if the US government really wanted to protect us, they would do a bunch of different actions, not just targeting one specific app. But here we are in the big 2025, and largely there are not a lot of laws and protections in place for people on the internet or in society to have their data protected by the US government. Hell, there's not a lot of laws and regulations around internet that protect the consumers anyway. But as we were made to believe, it was all about protecting the data. It was all about protecting Americans. Even as they went on camera, and I'm speaking about Congress at this point, and made a fool of themselves in an attempt to, I don't know, make the CEO of TikTok expose the deep, dark secrets behind the Clock app, the one that made the Renegade dance famous and all these other dances famous. They said they were asking him silly question after silly question in an attempt for him to say, yeah, we're getting your data and we're selling it to the Communist Party in China, so hey, have at it. But ultimately what I left from those conversations was, oh, they think we're stupid.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore.
No, I did not.
You have a Singaporean passport.
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in
Do
Singapore.
you have any other passports in any other nation?
No, Senator.
So after they got done sitting in our faces there, and Biden and Trump went back and forth in the media talking about who should and why it should be banned, why it shouldn't be banned, who's going to save it. Ultimately, Biden left it in the hands of Donald Trump to come into office and make a decision from there. And there's been some offers from the likes of Mr. Beast and Kai Cenat and Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, the dude from Shark Tank, to save the app. And they're placing a lot of the blame on TikTok, saying there's been some offers from the likes of Mr. Beast and Kai Cenat and Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, the dude from Shark Tank, to save the app. And they're placing a lot of the blame on TikTok, saying that TikTok is the one that's holding up things. TikTok is the one that's not allowing people to have their app or whatever the case may be. And every single second that TikTok is down, it's detrimental, which is true. But trying to paint this narrative that it's TikTok as the evildoer as opposed to the United States government, it's been an ongoing thing. But all that led to the hour and day in which TikTok just did not exist anymore. A lot of people were scrolling on their platform, frantically trying to save their data, but ultimately they did not wait until 12 midnight, which a lot of people thought they would. They got it popping at like 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which I thought was outrageous, because right before that, we got an announcement that, hey, TikTok is not just the only thing going, CapCut is going too. And that platform that y'all said for a minute now, Lemon 8 to transition to, yeah, we're taking that too. And a couple other companies that were owned by ByteDance. ByteDance said, hey, if you want to silence us, be real, be truthful, and silence all of us, America. It's not just about the data at this point, right? Because you get the data from these other platforms. So we're going to go ahead and do you a favor. We're going to take away all of it. And I don't really care about those other apps. I think CapCut is the most interesting one, though, out of it. CapCut literally lets you become an editor off
You
your
know, when the
phone.
TikTok
CapCut
ban
literally
happened,
made
Marvel Snap didn't work for people because it's under the same company. So people opening the game on their mobile phone just did not work. It said the same thing. I'm glad I quit that game. I'm pretty sure it works now since they kind of reverted back to bullshit, but like a lot of apps, it's not just TikTok. Can I see it? Okay. I've never had a yellow belt. I should have robbed her. That was my luck. Mm-hmm. You coming down? Come down.
people's careers.
You can't use it right now. You got to upgrade your account.
Second to TikTok in how powerful that piece of
what does it say?
software is, and made editing and becoming
So
a
look at it.
professional editor accessible to a bunch of different people. It even at one point
Be
overtook
mad
Premiere
slow.
Pro as like the #1 most used editing platform. Now with TikTok and CapCut gone, this spells a lot of doom and gloom for the editors, the content creators, and the people that own
Mhm.
small business. They're gonna have to do what people were saying that they should have been doing for so long ago, and that's diversify their platform.
And to the motherfucker that keep asking me, this what you gonna do when TikTok get banned, baby? I'd have been banned on this motherfucker several times. For the shit that comes out of my mouth, I'm a real ass bitch. They always trying to take me out. You don't think I ain't bad no motherfucking backup plan? I'm an entrepreneur, I got my own shit. The band. Y'all know how big the band was? And I branded that shit. We official. We locked in. We set for life. We're good. We're wealthy. I also have other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And Facebook pays damn good. Like, I get paid just as much, like, as I do on here. So, like, you know, and I feel like any content creators that, you know, anywhere you need to be putting your content, you need to be going to Facebook. Like, Facebook really fucking pays. But it's like, yeah, y'all, like, I just been prepared for this kind of shit. Like, this shit done happened to me several times. Like, this ain't nothing new to me. Like, I done been banned before. So, I know how it feel to be without a page, without getting paid, getting kicked out of shit. I done been kicked out of the Creative Fund for a year. I still was around here making shit happen. Because what? I'm a boss ass bitch. Put some respect on my name. bitch. Put some respect on my name.
Now, some creators are finding success transitioning to different platforms, but a lot of people had their eggs in the only basket, which was TikTok, which I always thought was stupid. TikTok has been one of the lower monetization platforms, one of the least rewarding for the most views, one of the ones that had the most issues with the creator fund and banning and unbanning and how they get their views. It was super ultra specific. It was something that I would never have had put my eggs in the basket like 100% on. Sure, it was cool to boost your other platforms with it, but that's all it was really used for. And to pick up a little side check due to some like click the link
he's gonna die now.
type stuff. But, and I do feel sad for these people, but we've been screaming this from the mountaintops for a long time now. Diversify, branch out. And now people are gonna find it harder than ever to do just that, because I don't know if people realize there's not a platform like TikTok. They quickly tried to go to the platform called Red Note, but quickly found out that this is a Chinese app. This is not an American app, because they started clapping accounts left, right, and sideways for bringing over the shenanigans and the tomfoolery. Even the LGBTQ community got Thanos snapped right off of that platform. And I know these people aren't gonna just transition over to Instagram or YouTube or Facebook so seamlessly, because if they could, they would have done it already. And they don't realize that the barrier of entry for those platforms is so much higher. There's a quality standard as opposed to a quantity standard on those platforms. You have to have some sort of editing ability, thumbnail making ability, title making ability for these things to get pushed into the algorithm. You have to do research, for real, for real. It's not just as a lot of content creators on the TikTok platform say, oh, just prop your phone up and start yapping. That can work for some people, but that's not the standard on YouTube. It seems to be the standard on TikTok. That's why I think Kevin O'Leary was so weary about TikTok not being up, because every day that TikTok is down, more and more people are going to try to flood to other platforms, which then devalues the user base that TikTok has. Ultimately, that's how social media life in this world works. While we have a moment to pause and say this is detrimental, etc., etc., the world keeps moving. Content continues to be created. There are tweets that keep tweeting, YouTube videos that keep getting uploaded, and people just move on. I don't know too many apps that have been down for a long time and then came back and everything was okay. Hell, I can't think of one right now off the top of my head. I even know when Napster went down because they got caught up in the whole DMCA stuff. They came back and it just was never the same. And because it won't be the same once we go back to TikTok, cross our fingers, or transition over to any new platform, this is gonna spell the doom for a lot of creators in the future.
If TikTok does get banned and anybody in here is trying to be like a streamer or a YouTuber, you can kiss them dreams goodbye. I'm not gonna lie, it's over for y'all.
Other platforms don't have the power of TikTok, and I think that that's becoming fairly clear in 2025. The ability to boom and grow just isn't there, and if we think about all the lanes and the fields that TikTok has influenced or made pop off, I think it's very, very evident that TikTok is very beneficial for a lot of people and is a direct pipeline from being nobody to somebody and from somebody to being uber famous in the matter of days. We're talking about Doja Cat, we're talking about Yee, we're talking about Charli D'Amelio, we're talking about Queso. We're talking about some of the biggest artists, some of the biggest creators, some of the biggest actors in today's time have made some sort of stay on TikTok and grown to bigger cultural relevancy than just being a social media creator, but somebody that's actually famous even. And I don't know, I don't think that YouTube has that ability as a solo act, partly because people don't know how to work these different algorithms, but also because the barrier of entry is so much higher that a lot of people ultimately put it down. And the nature of the content isn't as shareable on YouTube as it is TikTok. Between all the artists and rap songs that we have today, between all the actors and personalities that we have today, TikTok is solely responsible for birthing a lot of these people. Now, Trump has announced that he's gonna put down some executive order first thing Monday, or give the bill to do a 90-day stay, or give some sort of way for TikTok to stay in the United States because it sells at least 50% of its ownership to the US. But all of this seems to be anti what they were talking about in the first place, and I think that all of it is weird. What we've seen now is truly unprecedented work. The United States government seemingly deciding what platform the youth can and cannot use. Saying, hey, this is the free speech platform we want you to use and this one isn't. This one is the data platform that we want you to use and this one isn't. And making people by force make a decision. That doesn't seem much like the land of the free and the home of the brave. While we're at it, and maybe it's something we'll see in the future because that will make sure that everything is consistent, is that the U.S. has some sort of say in Facebook. The U.S. has some sort of say in X. The U.S. has some sort of say in all these social media platforms. And I always got to give a message to the creators. Guys, I don't think that TikTok will stay down forever. Ultimately, I think a new social media platform will rear its ugly head. But this is the fear that everybody had before they told their parents that they wanted to be a full-time creator, is that one day these apps can be gone from you. Yeah, I know a lot of people gotta keep this news away from their parents because they're gonna be like, told you so to lifetime. So with that being said, whether you go to another platform or you don't, any aspiring creators, anybody out there that's looking to make a business on the internet, know that what's here today can be gone tomorrow. Now, that exists everywhere. So make sure that you do your best to secure yourself any and everywhere possible, and don't end up like a lot of these people who had all their eggs in one basket, so caught up in posting 3 times a day on a platform that paid you half of a hay penny for every single 100,000s of views. And that's if you even got the money on time. Hell, a platform that wasn't really about community building in a way that meant you could sell tickets. Because I remember Bryce Hall couldn't even do that. Let me not slander TikTok. TikTok is a great app. But just make sure that you diversify where you are going and don't exist on a platform that ultimately America can just snipe down in an instant.
It's the Immigrant Dad Talk Show with your host, Joaquin Antonio Gonzalez Hernandez Suarez. Hello!
I'm not gonna watch this. I'm gonna be copyrighted out the lawsuit. I guess you can see the portal right there.
I am the carry. Okay, I feel like I've warmed up now. So we're ready to go. Oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about it. So, you know how Kai tried to prank me?
Oh shit. Say about Gali.
I will back. Yeah, let's regroup.
No! Oh my god, y'all are pussy! Why up? No, not a girl. Oh my, how? She's too wholesome. That's Auntie. She aura. Are y'all dead ass?
And I quote retweeted it, and I was like, oh, I was gonna think of a counter prank and blah blah blah. I started seeing more posts about it, and I didn't realize how bad it was until people were saying it was weird. The fake leak, yeah. Was it weird? Yeah, like there was a post with 100,000 likes calling Kai weird for it, and I didn't realize. Like I just figured it was a prank. I guess it's because when people were spamming leaked, I was assuming leaking like a phone number or address and stuff, and that kind of stuff has been like hacked before. And I think it is very sweet that people have been, you know, understanding of like how traumatic and stuff that could be. I just didn't. I just want to say that I know he meant it as a prank. I don't think he was, you know, trying to like harm in any way. I thought it was weird. Thought it was weird.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, like I saw.
Don't care. Do not care about what's going on with them. You watch some video as well. She's doing her thing. Stuff in the top. That guy couldn't hold and lift the muscle. Definitely a person that worked in the field. Definitely a person that worked in the field. Oh, what's this? Oh my god, that card. 1 second, let me check out this card. Oh boy, that card. March 8th. Oh, that's gonna be, this fight is gonna be fucking. Oh no. Oh, the Awakening contract. Let me look at it to my manual list. Contract, is that contract? Contract. I have to take a picture. I'll find it later. Let me run to the bathroom. Just watching videos in the meantime while she's waiting. I always love this guy's picture.
Карина? Все. Очень вкусно. Серьезно? Спасибо. Хорошего дня.
How do I die like that, bro? I gotta see this. Oh, like... You got this, bro. Yo, army. They're just flooding you fast as fuck. Oh, damn. Got one in. Open. Kid store. Going games breach. On default, planning default. Oh, he shot it. Yo, walking kid store. One close left and one kids. Nice. One top armory, one injured. Where's the other one? I don't know. He's playing on Twitch, bro. Oh my god. I'm the best.
Oh, you just change one of your random skills. Like skill you don't like, I just randomly changed it.
How do I die? Armory, one injured. Oh my god. I'm the best.
Are you ready? Okay. No, alright, I'm just making sure I know.
After Superman killed Darkseid's son, he blitzed towards Barry with insane speed that made everything else stop.
During this period where both heroes moved at great speed that no one else could see them, Superman made a suggestion that surprised Barry because he was indirectly asking him for permission to kill. Barry didn't give it to him, and Superman was even more saddened that Barry couldn't think of any other way to save lives. So he made one of the most difficult decisions of his life as he went into space. He blitzed back to Earth at FTL speed and disintegrated the parademons upon impact. He did this across the globe when most heroes had lost hope and accepted their fate. Even Batman had accepted his demise, even though he kept pushing his family to keep fighting. There was a sense of relief that came upon them after they discovered the elimination of the parademons. However, I don't think Batman was neither happy nor satisfied about Superman's action. Nonetheless, he received praise from the people after Lex Luthor presented him to the crowd. After Superman killed
26% increased life recovery from 5
I don't use mana anymore. All my skill use physique my life. I can regenerate pretty fast. My health regenerate pretty fast.
Darkseid's son, he blitzed towards Barry with insane speed that made everything else stop. During this period where both heroes moved at great speed that no one else could see them, Superman made a suggestion that surprised Barry because he was indirectly asking him for permission to kill. Barry didn't give it to him, and Superman was even more saddened that Barry couldn't think of any other way to save lives. So he made one of the most difficult decisions of his life as he went into space. He blitzed back to Earth at FTL speed and disintegrated the parademons upon impact. He did this across the globe when most heroes had lost hope and accepted their fate. Even Batman had accepted his demise, even though he kept pushing his family to keep fighting. There was a sense of relief that came upon them after they discovered the elimination of the parademons. However, I don't think Batman was neither happy nor satisfied about Superman's action. Nonetheless, he received praise from the people after Lex Luthor presented him to the crowd. After Superman killed Darkseid's son,
Well, folks, it's about that time. And I got antagonist for today. And it says it's a caveman free-for-all, so who wins in a fight? Spear, Grug, Fred, or Pickle? Before on this channel, we've already established that Grug is strong, but he is not smart whatsoever. And we've also taken into account that he is not a fighter by any means. And as much as I've looked, Fred Flintstone has no hands. I definitely don't believe that either one of these guys bring anything to this fight other than being victimized by the other two. Spear is a formidable caveman who's highly skilled and intelligent. He's gone straight up toe-to-toe and won against some of the scariest things his universe has to offer, which of course means zombie dinosaurs, humongous dinosaurs and animals, supernatural witches, has fought in wars before. None of them have ever met a creature like Pickle who can match Yujiro Hanma in strength. You know, the same guy who once faced a titanic elephant this size and he beat it to death with his bare hands while also being strong enough to stop earthquakes with a punch. If Spear would run or devise a plan to try and take down one of these dinosaurs, Pickle would just straight up wrestle it to the ground and kill it. Pickle once got hit with an attack faster than Mach speed. He took a 40-second nap off of it. Spear is still just a man with limits. Pickle eats them alive. Well, folks, it's about that time. Nigga,
Who wants to be next?
I would love to play a game.
Oh, sure. Just grab the mic, okay? All right. Who are you?
My name is Jack Peralta.
Do you know how to play chess?
Yeah, my rating is 1069.
Okay, so you just started basically.
started.
You're like a 1000. I'll take time out.
Oh, I get more time?
Yeah, because you're like a 1000 rated. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect
So
you.
the pawns go diagonally, right? Or
Jesus Christ, what's going on? Something is not clear about this guy. I think we need to start the procedure.
Let's do the procedure.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
and the rook moves like this, I guess. Thanks for the game, Dina. My name's Harshit Raja, and I'm the 69 Grandmaster from India.
Who wants to be next?
I would love to play a game.
What are some habits you've picked up living in Korea?
Ooh, facial expressions. They speak with their face, and you can speak with your face too. It's just, like, I am an English teacher and I teach young kids, and their reactions I mimic because, you know, I'm a fun teacher. And then I kind of adapted those habits as well as like sounds. When something bad happens, you're just like, and I don't mean to. It just kind of happens.
Back home, like, don't people like speak with facial expressions?
I guess so, but like I'm Canadian, so everyone's smiling. One habit I bring to Korea is I smile at everybody, even if they're staring at me, and they'll smile back, honestly. If you have a staring problem, just smile back, you know? Just give them a little wink.
And how do people like here take that?
I honestly think they take it pretty well. I haven't had anyone been disrespectful to me.
What are some habits?
Yo, Necros.
Yeah?
Click on Hawkeye and check the new skin option.
The new skin? I don't have any skins on it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, wrong one.
Are you fucking... Okay, bro. Okay. I see how it is.
Us to help the people who can't help.
Oh my god.
Yo, Necros.
Yeah?
Click on Hawkeye and check the new skin option.
The new skin? I don't have any skins on it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, wrong one.
Are you fucking... Okay, bro. Okay. I see how it is.
Us to help the people who can't help.
Oh, you don't know? Oh my god. Okay. I thought I had my thing on. I had the earbud in, so you know I was a little discreet. Yeah, you go be cranky over there.
Yo, Necros.
Yeah?
Click on Hawkeye and check the new skin option.
The new skin? I don't have any skins on it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, wrong one.
Teammates reaction. Teammates reaction. Teammates.
What I have here is 15 pounds of fresh Colombian coffee. And I really want to roast some of it. This is because I really want some fresh coffee, but also because the last time I tried roasting coffee, I totally failed, and I kind of want to redeem myself. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and roast. So here, got a burner and the pan, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a bunch on. Good, kind of covered. Turn it on, and that's it. Just gotta heat them up now. I feel like it's gonna go way better than last time. Okay, I'm starting to smell it. Oh, look, some of them are starting to brown. Starting to hear some cracks. They're definitely cracking. Now that's
really good. That's what you want to hear.
So we got like 20 more seconds or something, 30 more seconds. Yeah, it's been 30 seconds. Yeah, so the idea now is we dump them all on a strainer. So I actually got 2. Okay, there's some crispy ones in there, but overall, I mean, I think it's fine on average. Now it's time to make some coffee and to see how this tastes. Okay. Close it. We can add our coffee. And now we just have to add some water on top.
I just realized how
Wet it
long
all.
the short is.
You just gotta keep topping it up. It's all the water.
It's not short anymore.
Still dripping through a little bit. I'll just take it off. There it is. Fresh coffee. Just gotta add it to a fresh cup. Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna taste good. It's good. We succeeded. Yeah, I'm not a coffee expert, so I don't know how to rate the taste, but I think I redeemed myself. What I have here.
Here comes Lewis Hamilton though, down the back straight. He's got a slipstream. He almost touches Verstappen. They almost make contact into turn 9. Verstappen stays ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Of all the drama, of all the controversy, of all the magic moments in Formula 1 in 2021, it comes down to this. And at this moment, it looks like it's going to go the way of Max Verstappen. Mercedes not happy. Red Bull will be delighted. They have
saw the grandma.
a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world.
I lost my job, and this is how I'm providing for you.
You have an OnlyFans?
Yeah. Turns out you can make a lot of money doing this.
So are you trying to tell me you couldn't get a job, so now you're just a slut?
Not a slut.
I'm not a slut. Oh, thank you, African Rose.
This live right now?
This is live. We're live. Fuck, man. Oh, Eric's here for dinner?
I told you he was coming.
Don't you think you're moving a little fast? You don't think I know what you're trying to do? My daughter! I swear. Shit, this thing catches up to you. You guys like all the nice new shit you've been getting? PS5? Your Kia Soul? How do you think that thing's been getting paid for?
So you don't want to see how the sausage is made before you eat it?
But you'll gladly sit down there and eat all the sausage. This is how the sausage gets made. It's butt sauce.
You show some respect. His asshole will never be the same because of this, for what he's doing for you guys.
Ryan, turn this down for a sec.
Help your father.
You listen to your father and turn it the fuck
turn
down.
it down.
Ooh, not up, not up. You trying to kill me?
Sorry.
Now listen. You think this is something I want to do? Times are tough. I'm doing whatever I can to help. Put a roof over your head. I do this because I love you guys. Eric, you like water skiing? Or are you one of those wakeboard pussies?
I do both. I like water sports a lot.
Ah, shit!
Why don't we go downstairs and finish dinner? You'll join us?
I'll come.
I bet you will.
I lost my...
The first time seeing that in my life.
Mr. Man here with his Big Daddy William. Let's get it.
Body! Let's get loud! Come on!
Get up!
Let's go, man! Shout out to my trainer. Shout out to my trainer. Got me all this work. I know you. Somebody will get out. Get out of there. Get out of there, John.
Here's how to lure every primate at the zoo with nothing but your phone camera and a $3 mirror. And I actually discovered this trick by complete accident because one time at the zoo, I noticed the average zoogoer's method to try and get a good shot of the gorilla was to bang on the window for their attention. The monkeys couldn't have been less interested. Plus, it's probably annoying. And that's when I realized instead of staring at dumb humans all day, maybe they'd prefer to look at something they never got to see, themselves. I took out my phone, switched to the front-facing camera so the monkeys could see themselves, and then hit record. And it worked perfectly. Except there was one problem. Whenever they come in for a closer look, I totally missed the epic close-up shot. And that's because they were more interested in the screen rather than the camera at the top. So I went to the hardware store, picked up a mirror for $3, drilled a hole right through the center with some carbide tipped drill bits so I could then place the phone and camera on the back. Then when I went back to the zoo, not only did the mirror hack lure even more gorillas, but every single shot I got was a certified banger.
They're like, I'm pretty.
Here's how to lure every
Velocidade é mais acelerador, então vai vendo o volume na manha, isso. Vamos só a chapa, deixa ele se matar.
That's a fail. That's a neck beard. Secondary chin. That's a definition of a neck beard. People love testing UFC fighters.
Assassinated. Watch this, chat. Ready? I did it 2 in a row! Nah! Assassinated! Watch this, chat, right?
I mainly remember our scene at the doorway. When I come to their door, to the first time I meet you, and you open the door, George wanted you to look sort of suspicious of me, you know? And you were only wee. How old were you when we did that?
Yeah, 13.
13. So, you know, we did a few takes, and George was like, wasn't quite, get it more suspicious. And I just leant down to him and I went, when I open the door, act like I've done a terrible fart. And he went, oh, and I said, just try it. So in the next take, you know, he opened the door and he looked at me and went, and it totally worked. Oh, moving on.
You weren't method acting though in that scene? No.
No, I couldn't help him for real, but and mainly.
That's cool. Oh, that shit stretched out the ass. What's going on with Trump right now?
Thank you very much, everybody. What a good feeling. We like winning, don't we, huh?
I think he's going to be doing these for the rest of his life.
We're going to make our country greater than ever.
There's no way he stops doing these.
Hello, America. We're all over America. I'm thrilled to be back with
Why
so
would he
many
stop?
friends, supporters, and true American patriots
Well-
on the eve of taking back our country. That's what we're going to do, take back our country. Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back. Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock
Dude, tomorrow's going to be so crazy.
right under our feet, liquid gold.
I cannot wait.
We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again.
This happened because people pushed too hard in one direction and not addressing every social and poverty aspect of America. Nobody cares about. To be honest, as a regular guy outside living in the real world, nobody cares about gender identity right now. That's a small percent of the entire nation. Does not affect anybody else's life. It's just you living and loving yourself. Just live and love yourself. Find somebody who with the same ideals as you and live and love yourself, and try not to force it upon people. I understand you want people to understand what you are, but most people don't care. Same thing. If I see a lady on the street, don't give a shit. That's just me. She another dude, I don't care who he's fucking. I don't care what anybody's fucking. Just live your life. Just live your life.
To take part of this very special moment, and I just heard in watching some of the coverage that
And I think
there
people are
rallies like
kind
this
of
taking
tired
place
of. People are kind of tired of everyone calling them a phobic. When how can they be a phobic? They're not scared of you. Well, I'm not. I can't really say people. I don't know what everybody else is going through. I'm not scared of trans, queer, or cis, whatever. Isn't cis straight? It doesn't make any sense now. I'm saying cis when straight, bi, whatever you are. I don't care. It doesn't scare me. And I'm Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica, where they actually did foul things to people who are different and not walking that straight line. Like in Jamaica, I think it's still homophobic. And I've seen violent acts happen to people who are that way. And I knew from the get-go since young that's wrong. But I support people living and loving who they need to love. It's not my prerogative to care what you do. Those gay parades are kind of out of hand. They're walking around basically butt-ass naked. Dicks out, tits out, and I've seen kids actually participate in those events in New York City. So there's nothing protective against kids and their mental well-being. They're still developing. But again, I don't care about what you guys do. It's not my problem. Just don't force it upon everybody. I don't need to hear who you're fucking. Don't care. And that's just. I'm gonna go back to watching the video.
All over the country. People are happy. People are happy. It's been a long time.
I didn't vote for Trump, by the way. Yeah. I will say I didn't vote for anybody. I'm most likely not going to vote.
Right over there, just noticed a group of beautiful ladies, beautiful women from North Carolina.
I was going to sit by and watch whatever happened. Did not care. Everybody's focused on gender identity, religious, fucking, just politics of 2025. But not the core aspect of exclusion, inflation.
But
somehow they managed to pass a bill to ban TikTok.
They love our country. Thank you very much.
Great.
And TikTok. They've worked together to ban TikTok, but not fix everything else in America.
Uncle Sam? What?
But we've been through so much together, and for the next 4 years, I will fight for you every single day. We're going to be fighting for you.
But keep focusing on gender politics. That's the big issue in this planet.
And 75 days ago,
gender identity, and that will definitely win. I think people are tired of that now.
Our country has
epic.
So
All
fucking
right.
stupid.
So it is.
Fucking stupid. We're so focused on the wrong thing.
For the first time of any Republican in many, many years.
Generally hate both parties, left, right. I hate both parties so much. So fucking stupid.
Bro, that election stream was so funny.
We won Pennsylvania, we won Georgia, we won North Carolina, we won Michigan, we won Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
We won Arizona, we won Nevada. We won them all by historic margins, and we won the great state of Florida by 13 points. Nobody's done that ever. And a record that will never be broken. All 50 states shifted toward the Republican Party, the first time that that's ever happened. All 50 states.
Damn. Kamala sucked, huh?
African American voters in Republican Party history.
Damn.
We won more Hispanic American votes than any
Big time.
Republican
Oh, yeah.
gotten before by a lot. And we won Latino men and women. And on top of that, youth, men, women,
Bring back TikTok.
urban, suburban, rural, and people from everywhere in between are joining us in record numbers. We've never had anything like this. Too big to rig, that's what I used to say. Too big to rig. We made it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and they tried. They tried. Around 9:02, they just said, let's get the hell out of here. This isn't working. They were swamped, to put it nicely. We also took back the U.S. Senate. We had some great people running. And the House Republicans won their largest popular vote majority in presidential year since 1928. We had a lot of people voting. So the Senate, the House Republicans.
It's a great victory for political YouTubers. Yeah, anybody that covers this stuff, don't ever let them tell you that they don't like Trump. They love Trump.
House Republicans actually,
Same with the news media.
Great leaders. They both have great
No.
people. Heading John Thune is fantastic.
He's your favorite.
If you look at Mike Johnson, he's got a pretty tight majority, but actually it's very
Whatever
tight.
Trump does, I hope it benefits the
We
country.
vote unified. We're really voting
All I can
unified,
hope for.
and so it doesn't make much difference in the election of 2024, which will be the most consequential election in American history.
I'm not
only want a
participating
mandate,
in
but
no
we
war.
built a new American majority that will lead our country to unparalleled success for generations to come. That's what we want to do. And someday, in 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, some of these young people are going to say, I remember Donald Trump, he did a good job. He set us on his way. He told us, he gave us a path.
He started this Space Force.
New administration will
That's what they're going to be thinking about.
at home and abroad, an economy plagued by inflation and high interest rates, a catastrophic border crisis. Nobody can believe they let people in. They haven't.
He saved TikTok. Yep,
You think
true.
that makes sense? Open borders. Anybody wants to. Jails, prisons, mental institutions, gangs being emptied right through that ugly open border. A government that cannot care for its citizens in a time of emergency. Look at what's happening in Los Angeles. Look at what's happening in North Carolina. They've treated him so badly in a planet on the brink of World War III. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But starting tomorrow, I will act with historic speed and strength and fix every single crisis facing our country. We have to do it.
Well, fuck. All right, great. So he's just gonna fix everything.
Before even taking
Thank God.
office, you are already seeing results that nobody expected to see. Everyone is calling it I don't want to say this, it's too braggadocious, but we'll say it anyway. The Trump effect. It's you're the effect. Since the election, the stock market has surged and small business optimism has soared a record.
Oh, this is great. $48, up to $48 now, gentlemen.
Bitcoin has shattered one record high.
Oh, he mentioned it? It's about to go up.
The major investment company known as DeMat, the properties, has announced that it will be investing between $20 and $40 billion in the United States, and SoftBank, another great company, has pledged between $100 and $200 billion. These are all investments that are only being made because of the fact that we won the election. Going to create jobs for hundreds of thousands, even millions of Americans. Today I spoke with Tim Cook of Apple. He said they're going to make a massive investment in the United States because of our big election win.
Tim Cook,
And
yeah.
as of today, TikTok
Tim
is
Apple.
back.
Yeah, remember that? TikTok is back. Wow, he did that. Yep.
So, you know, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old.
Fuck these old people.
And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, and Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I like it. I had a slightly good experience, wouldn't you say?
Man.
Romney lost it by 40 points.
That's why I tried to ban it.
Not so long ago, we won it
Yeah.
by 36 points.
Now we're
That's
bringing
a
it
very
back.
big spread.
Yep.
But I said we need
Smart.
to save TikTok.
$49.
because we're talking about a tremendous. Who in this audience goes with TikTok? Many?
Oh, wow. That's like there's 3 people in this audience that are under 35.
We have no choice. We have to save it. A lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. And I said, you know, TikTok without my approval, meaning the president's approval, because Congress gave the president the right to make a deal, do whatever he wants. And they did that a long time
gonna
ago.
go to
when they had a
50
different
bucks.
president. They didn't know that I was going to be the president, I guess. So I said, very simply, a joint venture. So if TikTok is worth nothing, zero, without an approval, you know, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number. So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States, and they'll have a lot of bidders, and the United States will do what we call a joint venture. And there's no risk. We're not putting up any money. All we're doing is giving them the approval, without which they don't have anything. So I don't know. It sounds like that works. What do you think? Good? Okay. So whether you like TikTok or not, we're going to make a lot of money. Perhaps most beautiful of all, this week we achieved an epic ceasefire agreement as a first step toward lasting peace in the Middle East. And this agreement could only have happened as a result of our historic victory in November. That was some victory. Was that greatest? I don't even know which was greater, 2016 or this one. I think this one. Look, Honest Abe Lincoln. We have Honest Abe. We have Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam shook my hand about 2 months ago. He's got the strongest grip I've ever.
How much I can
You
give
are
him
a
that
strong.
rage.
You are a strong man. I said, what the hell was that?
Now he gets a 30.
But I'm glad to report that the first hostages have just been released.
That's good.
And who knows what's going to happen. I know that Biden is saying that they made the deal well. You know.
Oh, it hit 50? Oh, it did. Wait, he's taking credit for it?
First of all, it would have never happened if I were.
Oh,
president. It would
shit.
have never happened. There was not even a
Here we go.
Iran was broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas.
You missed it? No, it'll go back up. It's back to 50.
Totally broke, and they would have never done anything. But they did it, you know. I like to think back to the past. I said, if only the election weren't rigged, all the things that would have happened, that would have been so good. But it was. We're not going to let that happen again. I want to thank
Wait, again?
my friend Steve Witkoff, who I think is here.
What I tell you guys?
Speech. I heard he made a great speech. But he's an amazing guy. I said, I got to get myself a negotiator. We have to get a good negotiator. A lot of guys are knowledgeable, but they can't negotiate. They don't have the personality or whatever.
What's a Trump coin?
And Steve does, and Steve's a great negotiator, very successful guy. But he's our new special envoy to the Middle East for helping reach this great breakthrough, and really couldn't have been done without Steve. Where is Steve Witkoff? Is he around here someplace? Because he was so great. There he is. Hello, Steve.
The Trump, wait,
Thank
Trump
you,
said
Steve.
they're gonna, US is gonna be buying 50% of TikTok?
What a job.
Wait, what?
Our incoming administration has achieved all of this in the Middle East in less than 3 months without being president. We've achieved more without being president.
I'll look at it after
than
this.
they've achieved in
I can't
4
believe I missed
years
that.
with being president.
Fuck.
But just imagine all of the good things that we will accomplish together with 4 more years in the White House, and we're going to do a lot of things. You're going to see something tomorrow. You're going to see executive orders that are going to make you extremely happy. Lots of them. Lots of them. We have to set our country on the proper course. By the time the sun sets tomorrow evening, the invasion of
Wait, what's the icon for that coin? Trump? Coin market cap.
our borders will have come to a halt, and all the illegal border trespassers
Uh-oh.
will in some form or another be on their way back home. Think of it. We've allowed millions and millions of people into our country through open borders. No checks, no vetting, no anything. Millions and millions of people. And lots of those people are murderers. 52% of them killed more than one person. Other than that, they're quite fine. They're nice people. These are rough people. Remember, I used to say these people are rough. And they would say, no, no, these are illegal immigrants. They're very safe. I said, they're not safe.
Half of them, they kill people?
What's happened with Venezuela, where they're
Well, fuck.
sending these gangs in, and then
We gotta get rid of 'em.
apartment complexes in Colorado, and then cutting off the fingers of a man who had the nerve and desire to call the police. He said, you want to call the police? Bah, guess what? You have no fingers. These are rough people, and they're getting the hell out of our country. They're the border security measures. Guess what? You have no fingers. These are rough people, and they're getting the hell out of our country. They're out. The border security measures I will outline in my inaugural address tomorrow will be the most aggressive, sweeping effort to restore our borders the world has ever seen. You know, we had the best, safest border in the history of our country. You remember that with the great chart that I put up. I don't even know if they have that chart now. Maybe they do. These guys are good. Maybe they do. Who that? I don't know. I didn't tell them I was going to do this.
Trump gave my fingers back?
Tell, but we have some very good people, but I didn't
Did
say.
he?
But we had a chart, and I looked to my right, and then they said, ooh, that hurt. What the hell was that? I still have that throbbing feeling in my ear. Oh, there it is. Look at it. These people are amazing. I didn't tell them I was doing that. That's fantastic.
Oh, because you know, like when they shot him.
That is the most beautiful piece of paper I've ever seen in my life. But if you look at that chart, and you look at the red arrow on the bottom, that's the single lowest we ever had in history, at least recorded history, of illegals pouring into our country. We had done a great job, and then they took over, and look what happened. It's like an Elon Musk rocket ship going up.
Well,
reminds me of Elon, his rocket ships. Look at the difference. And it just continued and continued, and we're taking in people that shouldn't be here. They come in from prisons, from jails. They shouldn't be here, mental institutions. I used to mention, and the press would always excoriate me, I'd say the late, great Hannibal Lecter came into our country today. Silence of the Lambs. Anybody see that movie? Lovely movie. And when people went to the voter booth, they said, we don't want Hannibal Lecter in our country. The press would say, why is he bringing up Hannibal Lecter? That was a fictitious character. Actually, they're not so fictitious. We have people in our country that are probably worse that we allowed in. But we will quickly reestablish control of our sovereign territory and borders. We will expel every single illegal alien, gang member, and migrant criminal operating on American soil, and remove the savage gang Tren de Aragua from the United States. Here's a little video for you to see about this gang. Go ahead.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Borders, deadly consequences.
Border crisis. America is being invaded.
Are putting a strain on cities across
America. Oh, shit.
Armed Venezuelan gang members storming an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
When people talk about lack of crime, this is what they're talking about.
San Antonio, Texas, just one of the latest cities to have apartment complexes taken over.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Biden and Harris have created a program to bring them in under humanitarian parole.
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented cross the border as criminals.
More than 13,000 illegal
Hear him, they're like, boo.
have been released into the United States.
My 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border Patrol crossing illegally into the U.S.
Kayla's murderer had been improperly released into the United States.
Abolish ICE. Yeah, we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
More than a dozen people suspected of being Tren de Aragua gang members right here in San Antonio.
The gang members had been terrorizing the apartment complex.
Get back before the portal goes.
Lincoln Riley, the illegal immigrant suspect who cops say committed the heinous murder, is a Venezuelan national.
And was released into the country by the Biden administration.
Where's Venezuela? It's not in America.
2 men investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder and the death of Jocelyn Nungaray.
Martinez and Angel wrapped his arms.
Well, I'm not supposed to play.
Neck, took off her pants, climbed on
True, yeah.
strangled Jocelyn to death.
It is. That's South America.
Court documents suggest a group of men arrested for beating and robbing
That food smelled good.
are members of a Venezuelan street gang.
The men threatened to cut off her fingers if she did not cooperate. Manuel Hernandez was booked by Colleyville police just 2 days earlier and released the day before the robbery.
A Peruvian gang leader who is wanted for 23 murders, who was arrested by Border Patrol near Roanoke, Texas, then released into America.
Damn.
That's what we allowed in, and they're nice people compared to some of them. They're nicer than others. These are really vicious people, gang members, and many, many people from prisons. And crime all over the world is down. You know why? Because they got their criminals into the United States of America. You look at Venezuela. They've emptied their prisons into our country. Many other places the same. I would have done the same if I headed up any of the countries. I know most of those guys.
You would have done the same thing.
They're leaders. They are smart, streetwise people. You do that, every prison all over the world.
Okay.
Emptied out into our country. They come in from the Congo. The Congo's big.
Well,
emptying their prisons.
There it is.
The only thing good about it is they make our criminals look like really nice people. These people are vicious people all over the world, not just South America, all over the world they come. from mental institutions and from jails and prisons. With our actions tomorrow, my administration will deliver justice for every family whose loved one has been stolen from them by migrant crime, including Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, Jocelyn Nungari, Kayla Hamilton, and every other precious American soul that we have lost to these animals.
What about the January 6 people?
Will live in the hearts forever.
You gonna talk about them?
We will never, ever forget them. And their contribution.
Justice for Peanut?
Told their mothers who were devastated, their parents, their fathers, they're devastated. They'll never be the same. They'll never be the same. But I said, your daughter has made a major contribution. Your son has made a major contribution. There are hundreds and even thousands of victims of this horrible atrocity. And you add those numbers to the numbers of crime that we're already going through the roof, and it's something that you wouldn't even believe. Do you remember I did the debate, and I had David Muir from ABC saying, no, crime has gone down. I said, no.
Start booing the debate.
Crime has gone through the roof, David. No, crime has gone down. I said it's gone through the roof. And then he goes, I disagree with that. The next day they announced the crime was up like 40%. This guy is... The whole thing is so bad. You can't even imagine how anybody could be for these things of, think of it, open borders, prisons, and mental institutions, men playing in women's sports, transgender.
Here we go. Wait, everyone's going to be transgender.
And very soon we'll begin the largest deportation operation in American history, even larger than President Dwight Eisenhower, who has the record right now. And we're going to end the Biden war on American energy and unleash our energy resources to quickly defeat inflation and achieve the lowest cost of energy and electricity on Earth. And we're going to be using our emergency powers to allow countries and entrepreneurs and people with a lot of money build big plants, AI plants. We need double the energy that we already have, and it's going to end up being more than that. And we're going to slash the regulations, environmental regulations that are really put in there in order to stop progress in this country. We're going to also slash something else, the waste in our bloated federal bureaucracy.
Oh, this Doge?
Create the new Department of Government Efficiency, headed by a gentleman named Elon Musk, who's here someplace. I don't know where the hell he is. He's here someplace.
Oh boy, here we go.
Did you see his rocket yesterday? It was captured. And
Did you?
X is with him. X.
Did you?
Thank you, Mr. President. Sorry, little X just followed me on the stage here. He's a very enthusiastic supporter, as you can see. So we're looking forward to making a lot of changes, and this victory is the start, really. What matters going forward is to actually make significant changes, cement those changes, and set the foundation for America to be strong for a century, for centuries, forever.
All right, let's go. Do you think he didn't even know he was going on stage?
And make America great again. Yeah.
Like.
So, yeah. So anyway,
he was not ready. Yeah.
Thank you.
He didn't know. I don't think he knew he was going on stage.
Thank you, Elon.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You know, I always say we have to be protective of our geniuses because we don't have too many, but that one is a good one. Now, I watched his rocket come down about 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was crashing. I was talking to somebody on the phone. By the way, same thing happened yesterday. It came down, and it was captured so beautifully. It came down, it's tumbling.
That was the
it's a
booster.
mess, it's going down. I say, oh, look at that thing. That's a disaster. And then it gets like a couple of miles away from Earth, and all of a sudden the engines start going on.
Wait.
And then I see it coming in and landing in the gantry. And I'm watching it, I'm saying, oh, it's gonna crash. Oh, but those engines came out and they blew the fire all over the place.
He's talking about the booster.
Yeah. And hugged it like you would hug your little baby.
Okay.
And that sucker landed, and nobody's been able to do that but him. And he's a great guy, and we have him and Vivek and some great people working on a thing called costs. And he's got the credibility to do it too. We're going to do things that are really amazing. But he went out to Pennsylvania after that. He landed that rocket nobody had ever seen. By the way, China can't do it, Russia can't do it, or come close. It'll be 10 years before they can do it. And the U.S. can't do it except for him. And it's pretty amazing. But he did that.
Yeah.
And then he journeyed to Pennsylvania, where he spent like a month and a half campaigning for me in Pennsylvania. And he's a popular guy, and he was very effective. And he knows those computers better than anybody, all those computers, those vote counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide, so it was pretty good.
He knows that makes it sound like he rigged it, right?
And his son's name, who's cute as a button, his son's name is X. He's the only guy who could get away with the name X. But his son is a great guy. One thing we know, his son is smart. If you believe in the racehorse theory, he's got a nice, smart son. But thank you very much to Elon and everybody. We've had so much help. Every radical and foolish executive order of the Biden administration will be repealed within hours of when I take the oath of office. Oh, you're going to have a lot of fun watching television tomorrow. Somebody said yesterday, sir, don't sign so many in one day. Let's do it over a period of weeks. I said, like hell, we're going to do it over weeks. We're going to sign them at the beginning.
Oh, boy.
You know that old story. Let's do it later. Then it never gets done. No, we're doing them tomorrow. And we'll have plenty to sign in the future. Don't worry about it. It's not going to stop. But we're going to stop the destructive and divisive diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, here we go.
All across the government and private sector and return our country to the merit system. You know, the Supreme Court ruled that the United States is allowed to go by the merit system, which is what made us great in the first place.
Let's talk about that affirmative action shit.
That was a big ruling that a lot of people don't even know about, but it was a big, tremendous ruling. And you're focusing on character, competence, and qualifications in all hiring decisions. Now you're allowed to go by competence and
I want
ability
judgment on
and
genitals
genius.
and skin color.
You don't have to
You're
hire
gonna have to wait
somebody
4
to
more
send up
years
one
for
of his
that.
rocket ships that doesn't
It'll
know
be back.
anything about what's happening. As a
Don't
first
worry.
step toward restoring transparency and accountability to government, we will also reverse the overclassification of government documents, and in the coming days, we are going to make public remaining records relating to the assassinations of President
John F. Kennedy. Oh, shit.
his brother Robert Kennedy, as well as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other topics of great public interest. It's all going to be released, Uncle Sam.
Bro, if they release the Martin Luther King ones,
And I will direct.
I didn't even know that was on the table.
In construction of the great Iron Dome missile defense shield.
What?
Which will all be made in the USA.
Yeah, it is now.
And we will get wokeness the hell out of our military immediately and make it like it used to be. Take a look at this.
The U.S. Oh no. Isn't that Platoon?
I got your name. I got your ass. You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. And actually, let's declare it a summer of pride.
No way. No way you're doing this.
Sir, you got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah!
No way.
Let me see your real war face. Ah! You will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death.
Oh my God.
But until that day, you are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings.
Guy's a fucking
You are
comedian.
nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of
So this guy Trump is a comedian.
Bro.
He's comparing the military then versus now, and he's showing the movie Platoon, trans, drag.
I can't believe they're going this
You know,
hard on
you know
it.
draggers.
Beat the new face of the Navy.
Man, he's a comedian. Like you're showing the movie, and
For a minute, I thought they were carrying a Chinese
the movie,
flag.
it's like it's not showing the actual military.
Man. So basically, drag queens are out of the fucking military. That's done.
So we won 2 world wars with that. And that's the way it's going to be. The American people have given us their trust, and in return, we're going to give them the best first day, the biggest first week, and the most extraordinary first 100 days of any presidency in American history.
Man.
To implement this historic agenda, I've assembled an all-star cabinet of patriots and visionaries and reformers who will fight for America, and together we will
The very
win,
extremes
win,
caused this.
win for America.
And
To restore the spirit
the
of
other
American
extreme
armed
is the
forces,
reason
I have
why we're in
appointed
this
Pete
predicament, because
Hegseth
nobody
as our next secretary.
likes the others.
That's the
Very
guy.
too much. Too much.
Where's Pete? Pete's here someplace.
Oh, bro, is he gonna call somebody else up who's completely not ready to talk?
Good job, Pete.
Okay, just a salute. Good.
They like you, Pete.
Pete's drunk. That's fine. Can't do worse than Elon.
To bring back integrity to our intelligence community,
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard will be our next director of national intelligence.
Be fine.
To make America healthy again, we will have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Uh-oh. Pure cane sugar, Coca-Cola.
Weaponization of our government and restore the impartial rule of law. Oh, this is so important. She's so incredible. Pam Bondi will be an outstanding Attorney General. She's going to do an incredible job. She will do an incredible job, and she's working with another person who's going to be unbelievable at the FBI, Kash Patel.
He said he's gonna fire everybody in some FBI building on the first day.
Everybody in this very large arena will be very happy with my decision on the
Raj, no, it's a different one.
J6 hostages.
Wait, he called January 6 hostages?
I think you'll be very, very happy.
Wait, he's gonna just pardon all of them, isn't
I
he?
would say about 99.9% in this beautiful arena. And by the way, I want to thank the owners of this arena. They are great. They're up here someplace in one of those beautiful
It's a good
boxes.
idea for him to call them
And
hostages.
their team is doing very well, and Ovechkin is a great player, right? But I want to thank Ted and all of the owners for allowing this to take place.
Yeah.
It was really great. And thank you. It's a hell of an operation. Great place. Fantastic arena. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, everybody. At Homeland Security, we will have a tough leader in Kristi Noem, and we will have an outstanding Secretary of Transportation in Sean Duffy, Congressman Sean Duffy. Great people. And we're going to win so much that Governor Burgum of the Interior, you know Governor Burgum, one of the best governors in the country, is in charge of Department of the Interior, and the hottest man anywhere in the world for energy. When I announced him, people couldn't believe it. You didn't hear of him, but if you're in the energy business, he's considered the absolute best. Mr. Chris Wright of the Energy Department. He's going to head up the Energy Department. He's the hottest guy in...
Guys, come on. That's not what he means. That's not what he means.
You got Chris Wright. And a man named Marco Rubio is going to be our great future Secretary of State.
Man, I can't. They're bringing him back.
And Howard Lutnick, a tremendous success on Wall Street, is going to be our Secretary of Commerce. They have to go through these drills, but they're going to. And I want to thank the Republican senators. They've been doing great. And John Thune has been doing a great job in moving the process along quickly. We're going to have a lot of them.
What about Alex Jones?
Very quickly.
Okay.
We'd have Alex Jones as press secretary.
Is going to be our future Secretary of Education, which we're going to be giving back to the states. Let the state run education.
I can turn my camera off for you.
I said to Linda, I'm making you the Secretary of Education, but if you do a great job, you will put yourself out of a job because you're going to be sending it back to the states, and she's fantastic.
You're welcome with it.
And her staff, which has been largely hired, is fantastic. And all of the other leaders will come to me and they're going to say, do you remember I used to do this for fun? But it's really not fun, it's fact. Because we have to do some of best of, right?
Bro, there's always somebody trying to yell.
Sir, we're winning too much, sir. We can't take it anymore. We have to stop winning, sir. We can't do it. We're not used to winning in our country. And each one of them is going to say, every single one, sir, please, please, you're destroying our country. We're winning too much. Our country isn't prepared for this. They're not used to winning, sir. And I'll say, no, Linda and everybody, we're not going to stop winning. The people of our country want us to keep on winning, and we're going to go win like never, ever before. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing it, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam is having a heart attack down here. Look at him. Uncle Sam is going wild. And they think I pay for these people. I have no idea who he is. All I know is he does. And there's Abe Lincoln. Thank you, honest Abe. I have no idea. I swear, I have no idea who they are.
People that are, what are they, cosplaying?
But he looks like Abe. He's probably a little bit shorter.
Wait.
Let me find my safe spot so I can pause the game.
He's a little bit shorter. He's about a foot shorter. Other than that, he's perfect.
Damn.
Thank you, Abe. In addition to the most talented cabinet ever assembled, and we think we're hearing things like that, we will be supported in our mission by countless wonderful American patriots. First, let me thank my incredible family, and I want to thank in particular somebody that headed up the Republican Party, along with
what
Mike,
am I supposed to do?
the two of them. Lara
After I
Trump,
beat her,
who
what
you
I'm
saw
supposed to do?
before, produced those two beautiful children.
No,
Lara
it's still the same
Trump
map.
is unbelievable. She was the chairman of the Republican Party. And nobody ever said, oh, gee,
same map.
it's a family member. They actually said,
the Trump coin's almost doubled. No, it hasn't.
And she did a phenomenal
This is 46.
job. We had a minimum of cheating. We watched them like a hawk. Where is Laura? Where the hell is she? Because she did some job.
Go. Literally, same map.
She wants to be nice and quiet. She's
See, I beat her
here
down here.
someplace. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much, hon. She's phenomenal. The job she did.
I could bring it up. I'll just pause it.
Didn't they do a beautiful job?
Will we see Aiden Ross and XQC up there?
How many young kids
That's a really good point. Yeah, where's Aiden Ross?
Somebody I'm very proud of. He's doing a great job. He's been subpoenaed more than any human being in history, I believe. Every day he'd get a subpoena from
Expert
Congress
against
on
him.
something, oh, bullshit.
True.
True. A subpoena. He's got a PhD in subpoenas.
He's gonna get
But
deported now.
he did a fantastic job, and Don.
700K.
You know all about Don, how he did. He's great. He's very popular too.
Remember him trying to take the money out, try and roach out of the bet?
We had,
Oh,
I have to tell you, we had great support from
I was
every
just
gun
kidding.
group, including the NRA. Really worked hard. And Ivanka and Jared are here. And Tiffany and Michael are here. And Barron and my 10 incredible grandchildren, and another one coming through Tiffany. And of course, I want to thank our next Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance.
Oh, is he gonna come on here?
Wherever he may be, there's a lot of people. Wherever the hell he is, he's here someplace. It's a lot of people. It's a little tough when you say, where is he? You got a lot of people in here. But J.D. Vance has been extraordinary. And he's got an unbelievable wife. The
Bro
second
skipped his
lady
own
of the
wife?
United States, Usha Vance. So Usha, thank you very much.
Hey.
Beautiful couple, great people.
She walked in.
We're also pleased to be joined tonight by Hulk Hogan, the Hulk.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stand up. Go what you're feeling next time.
Face me.
Oh my gosh.
Couple, great people. We're also pleased to be joined tonight
We
by
did.
Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. The Hulkster. One thing, it's not hard to find him. All he has to do is stand up and you say, there he is. But he's great. And Kid
You don't
Rock.
listen to us at all.
Oh, Kid Rock is
You can watch One Piece
friend
then,
of mine.
if you're gonna listen.
He's a friend of mine for a long,
Oh,
long
okay.
time.
Too much.
He
I
did
get
a
it.
thing on
Whatever.
Budweiser will never be the same when he did the gun with the MAGA hat. That was the commercial that everybody saw. Also with us tonight is a great actor, tremendously talented guy, John Voight. He's great.
Oh yeah.
And Sylvester Stallone is here.
What?
Great guy.
Don't tell me Mel Gibson.
And you know, I got Mel Gibson, Sylvester
Put it down.
Stallone, and John Voight to become ambassadors to Hollywood, California, to put it back on track.
Oh,
So they're all
shit.
ambassadors. You have to refer to them as ambassador, Mr. Ambassador.
Yep. No shot.
And a
Yeah.
man who's got an army of young people. Charlie Kirk is here. And I want to
Oh
thank
yeah. From Twitter.
Charlie is fantastic. I mean, this guy, don't believe this stuff when you hear the kids.
Mel
are liberal.
Gibson,
They're
the
not liberal.
anti-Semite?
Maybe they used to be,
Yeah.
but they're not anymore. You got to see how many people are for us.
Yeah.
And I want to thank.
That's the one
Megyn
you're
Kelly.
thinking of.
She's been terrific. She's been really.
That's the one.
And Billy Ray Cyrus. And Lee Greenwood. Wow, has he been comforted? What a song and what a man. And you know, by the way, these microphones, you see the microphones? I said, what the hell are those microphones doing standing behind me? You're going to have a little special treat at the end of this speech.
Oh
I
boy.
want to tell you because you'll rush me off the stage. Get off the stage.
All right.
But you have a little special treat. And I won't tell you, but let's put it this way. It's the people that 30 years ago had a hot song, never hit #1.
No. No. No.
But 30 years later,
No.
it hit #1 week after
No. No.
week. And they're here to sing.
Oh my God.
They're here to sing. For you.
It's in sync. Yeah.
They're slightly larger.
Hey man, that's
than
our
they used to be,
president
but
now.
that's the
You
way
gotta
life
pay attention to what this man is
goes. We
doing.
can all tell you that's the way life goes. There's nothing we can do about that.
Gotta pay attention.
Orca, stand up, Sebastian. I see Sebastian there. There's a patriot. He's been with me.
It's gonna
through
be an
thick
interesting
and thin,
4
right,
years, man.
Sebastian? Now he's with the administration. Thank you. Great guy.
Oh my God.
And again, I want to thank Elon for what he did in Pennsylvania. He worked so hard. He worked so hard in Pennsylvania. Great guy and a man who is a champion.
All this
A
poison.
man who took something from nothing. Everybody said this is something will never work. It's too violent. But he understood people. He said they like violence, unfortunately, right? But a man who understood
gotta pay
fighting
attention,
better
man.
than any man ever.
He's
Never
right.
did anything like this.
It's Dana.
What Dana
Yeah.
White did with the UFC and building it into a monster sport franchise. So I want to thank Dana White of USC for being here. And Dana, you've done a job like nobody could have done. Thank you. A great guy and a friend of mine.
Man.
Great friend of mine.
People
He's
with
a
space
tough
statement.
cookie. You want him on your side at all times. Every one of those people you want on your side. And we have dozens of other celebrities
How long
and
is this
everything, but
fucking
we're going to
man?
get back to what we're doing. But I do want to say, in the audience, we have many governors, many senators.
They got a fuckload of people
members
there.
of Congress and other distinguished guests. Far too many to name, unless you'd like me to name them. No? You want me to name governors, senators, and Congress people?
Mm-hmm.
No. I thought you were going to say that. Sorry, governors. No, but we appreciate all of the love that we've gotten from them. I'll tell you.
Oh, where you at right now?
House and our Senate.
How far did you get?
Republicans have been unbelievable, and the governors are unbelievable. The
I know I'm
job
gonna
they've
calm
done.
down on Path of Exile with Monster Hunter while it's come out.
Crime-ridden cities,
Trying to get the most I can right now.
25,
And when I eventually come back to Path,
one of them
you know,
is
the
run
new shit
by a Democrat.
it's actually gonna be out.
Tell you something? We don't have problems in the Republican cities. Tonight, I also want to send our love to everyone affected by the terrible wildfires raging in California. We're praying for you all. We love you all. We're going to be there very soon. I'm going to go out there on Friday to see it and to get it moving back. We're going to get some of the best builders in the world, and we'll get it moving back. And I also want to pay my respects to
Finally
the
a
great
checkpoint.
people
Fucking
of
hell,
North
man.
Carolina. You know, I won it every single time. And
Yeah, why
they've
can I
been
hit these
treated very
fuckers?
badly. FEMA almost didn't know it existed. And we're going to get North Carolina rocking and rolling, okay? We're going to get them rocking and rolling. They've been treated very
Yeah.
badly as a state. Together
Like I
we
said,
will
man, it's
rebuild
the game
Los Angeles
literally
better,
hasn't come out yet,
more
so
beautiful than ever before. We're
like
gonna
I
get
said, I'm
it
trying to
going.
make the
We have
most, try
best
to be strong.
builders in the
Because
world.
whenever
It's
the
the
game
only
come
people
out,
that could do it. Nobody else knows what
I know
the hell
that
they're doing.
a lot of stuff's gonna be
And in
bullshit.
2028, the Los
A lot of stuff's
Angeles
gonna be nerf.
Olympics will be one of the great sporting events and
Hopefully this build that I have don't get
celebrations in
nerfed.
history. I was with Gianni, the head of the Olympics, and
There's
because
still a
of the
glitch in this
wildfires,
game.
they're gonna
I
do a
can't complete a mission, which is the
special
trial
job. They're
of
gonna
chaos.
really
Let's
do
get it top
something
right.
very special on the Olympics.
Oh.
And the opposite, some
Yeah, there's a
people
lot
say,
of stuff
maybe
going
the
on in this
Olympics
game right
can't
now,
go there. It
but
turned out just the opposite.
I still
They
like
came
it.
to see me the other day.
Good
and
game.
The committee, and it's just the opposite. So the Olympics is great.
Dungeon crawler.
And Johnny, for the others, you know, the world.
Yeah, I don't think they should bring. They should have that torch. Yeah.
We had our top people.
No.
Wasserman. They all came in on the Olympics, and then I saw Johnny.
Yeah.
And we got the World
Definitely
Cup,
don't do
too.
that
And
this
you
time.
know, it's only because they rigged the election that I'll be your president representing you there. You know, I got both of them. I got the Olympics.
Like, what's the main thing that's
and I got
irritating you in this
the
game?
World
Is it
Cup.
the
And I said, you know, it's too bad.
the roll and shit,
One was
the
in
dodge and shit?
2026, and the
What's
other
going
was
on?
in 2028. And I said, I won't be there. I won't be your president. But then they rigged the election, and now we won. So I'm going to be your president for the Olympics and for the World Cup.
Oh.
So, Johnny, thank you for the World Cup. And
I thought he meant
everybody,
for the
thank
other
you
thing.
For the Olympics, we're going to have a great time. We have another thing happening.
The Trump's World Cup.
250 years. A celebration.
Yeah, apparently the
Please,
World Cup is going to be here.
250 years.
Finally, fucking
And
waypoint.
that's going to be
Goddamn.
taking place next year. So we have a lot
That's
of
all I
big
needed.
events coming.
Let me go back to the map and finish what I was doing over
Do
there.
everything. We take it very, very seriously. But what do we do more than anything
Big
else? We put
250. Yeah.
America first. And it all starts tomorrow when I raise my hand on the Bible.
I'm gonna be honest, Electric. You're probably gonna have to play the game enough to understand what the game is. I think the more you play the game, the more you'll understand
Together, that's the way I look at it.
the
It's
looting
not
in this
me,
game.
it's you.
I built my character around loot drop,
So we
so
will be
I have like
sworn in
these buffs that increase the rarity of items now, and I have a percentage that I have is like around 90%. So my always
Forgot the
get something
number?
rare.
No, because there's the things
my
that
character?
they're everywhere. He wouldn't have forgotten.
You just gotta play it. I'm gonna be honest, you just have to play the game. The game overall is fun.
Yeah.
The gripes that you have with it is
Oh.
probably something that
Oh.
you're looking for that is not there yet.
Wow.
But
There it is.
Thousands of factories back to the USA.
Oh shit.
Right
I don't know.
belong, and that'll be done through tariffs and smart policy.
Well, how about that?
We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire
Okay.
American.
Well, shit.
I will end the war in Ukraine. I
There
will
it is,
stop the
there it is.
chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are.
That's convenient.
We will crush violent crime in our cities and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military again. We did it. We rebuilt our entire military. And then they gave billions and billions of dollars of it to, you remember, to the Taliban.
Ooh, Taliban. Ooh, real bad. Nobody likes the Taliban. They're assholes.
To the enemy.
Because remember 9/11? Remember that?
You know that we paid billions
Not so
of
good.
dollars a year. Do you know this? Does anyone know this? To Afghanistan? Do you know that? And I say,
Taliban are
if we're
cringe.
going to pay billions of dollars a year, tell them we're not going to give them the money unless they give back our
we
military.
go back to Caroline, which
equipment
was
that
kind of
these
crazy.
Poor, stupid people allowed
Have you gotten to the end game yet?
for them to have.
I mean, no.
So we'll
Have
give 'em a
you
couple of
looked
bucks.
at
We
what
want
the end game
military
is?
equipment back.
And do you
We
understand
will
the end game
rebuild
part of
our
the game?
once great cities,
Poor
including our
stupid
capital in
people.
Washington, D.C., making them safe,
Because I feel
clean,
like
and
if you say
beautiful
you understand the
again.
game, I think you
And we
understand
want to make this city again
the
safe.
first,
We don't want people coming to Washington.
the early stage of the
and
game,
getting
but not
mugged, shot,
overall.
killed. We're going to stop it. Law
Because you haven't
enforcement,
played
and they
enough,
have very good
so
police here, but they
I
have to
understand
be
you can
allowed
say
to
you
do
understand
their
the game,
job.
but
We're going to stop it. We're going to beautify it. We're going to make it the most beautiful
there's still
capital
more.
in the world. We will
And the
teach our
game
children
itself
to
is a
love our
grind
country,
and
to
a loot
honor our
fest, so
history,
I understand that
and
part.
to always
Kind of annoying.
respect our
But I'm a
American
try hard for gluten.
And we will get critical
I didn't get
race
into that last
theory
block
and
that much, so I can't really
gender
verify or
insanity
confirm
the hell
or understand
out
what
of
you're
our
saying
schools.
about that.
There it is. That's what people are really happy about.
Always remember, this is so easy. This will be done tomorrow.
Oh.
We will keep men out of women's sports. It's over.
Oh, so it's done tomorrow. This is the last day.
Religious liberty.
It's the last day, guys.
I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. We're going to defend.
You will not even be able to download Dragon Age.
Mind you,
Nova.
man.
After years
It's
of
done.
building up
For some
foreign
reason,
nations, defending
they decided
foreign
TikTok
borders
was the
and
issue.
protecting foreign lands, we are finally
They
going to
decided
build up
TikTok was
our
the issue.
country,
They banded
defend our
together to
borders,
ban
and
TikTok.
protect our citizens.
They banded
And we
together to
will
ban
stop
TikTok.
illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again, and that will take place tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
I have to wake up for
They
this
just pulled
shit.
a muscle on the bottom of my foot. Should stop.
Everyone in our country
I was working out,
will
so I'm still
prosper.
sore. But
Every
my
family
dumbass
will
is standing up right
thrive,
now. I'm just like,
and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. and
Straining
also
my ass.
with a thing called the American Dream that you don't hear much about anymore. For the past 9 years,
Pause.
you and I
I'm not
fought
straining my
side
ass
by
like that,
side
like,
against
pause,
the
pause,
most
pause, pause.
sinister and corrupt forces on earth. And in our magnificent victory on November 5th, you showed them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, and from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C. Our country was won and built by generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers,
Damn, I missed my attack.
cowboys and factory workers, steel workers, coal miners, police officers, and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle stand in their path. Nothing could get in their way. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built the great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and launched American astronauts to the moon. It was hard-working patriots like you who built this country. And 75 days ago on November 5th, it was hard-working patriots like you who saved our country. You saved our country.
Oh yeah, with the voting thing. Yeah.
Now, after all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in
Did they add anything in the last EPOP, by the way? 'Cause I only played it that one time. I should probably go back and play it eventually. I think I was waiting for something. Plus, I didn't like the class I was building. I might just start over. I'm not a necromancer. I don't care about necromancy.
We will
It's like
never
bullshit.
give up. We will never back down, and we will never, ever, ever, ever surrender. We
Like, summoning
will
class to me is kind of boring. I don't get to do it.
and we
I
will
don't get to fight
win,
myself.
win, win.
All right.
And together, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again.
There's be no more fat people.
America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a great victory for everybody. Thank you,
Support
America.
the fatties.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
It's gonna be a long 4 years of Trump dick riders and Elon Musk dick riders, because apparently they can do no wrong. And it's not a giant club of supporting their friends and making rich in their friends. Trump meme coin literally confirms it. Just which is blind eye to that. Literally, this man is about to rug pull the entire group of people who bought into Trump coin. Some people will definitely get rich. A lot of people are going to get poor. But like I said, I'm just hopeful for the best. That's all I can do. I know I'm in a position now where I technically can move to a different country and be okay, but not everybody else can do that. So if shit hit the fan, fuck. I'm going to some place that has no wars or nothing, not involved in anything. I'll probably move to a mountain somewhere, relax for the next 50 years of my life. Hopefully my kids go back to the cities and figure that shit out on their own. But me, I'm gonna check out. Trap this bitch ass. Now watch this. I like to trap them and then stack up my rage. And then when I stack up my rage, right, I do my hammer of the gods, and then that shit's gonna one shot. But obviously I fucked up my hammer of the gods because I double press because I fat fingers. So you know I gotta kill them the regular way. Ooh. That. This is why I have my luck on. Damn, I have no more room. Fuck. Reduce attack speed. Nope, that hammer shit. But I'll save it though. Shit, man. This getting shitty ass loot. Oh, this one's better actually. See this? Damn, I didn't get the skill. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from working out. I'm gonna take like 3 days off. I think I pulled something in the bottom of my foot, man. All of them are on the same team. Every single one is on the same team. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
So we
Apparently
know
there are
that
clones.
the end was coming for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Frankly, that was apparent from the moment the game launched. It was obvious when the reception was so poor and when player numbers dipped so quickly. And so we got this announcement in December of 2024 that Season 4 would be the game's last. It would introduce Episode 7 and 8 alongside new weapons, some new content, new maps, new cosmetics, and an offline mode. And it was all further detailed in this deep dive right here, where they talk about an offline mode and how this is the final season. This is also the season where we were introduced to Deathstroke, which is cool and all, but unfortunately the bones and foundation of this live service game are not good enough for us to be hyped about the introduction of Deathstroke.
Man,
and
I'm on that hate train, nigga. Choo choo. Fuck Suicide Squad, nigga. It's big Suicide Squad
game.
over here.
You know, it's obvious why the live service
Suicide
died
Squad.
quickly.
Fuck what they did to my boy Batman, Arkham
Immediate
Asylum.
fall off
I saw
player
him
numbers.
Arkham Asylum
We got a
series.
little peek here from the release of
Shooter.
season 1 when
Goofy ass
that
game.
disappointed severely.
The fuck you
People
doing making a
stopped
looter
being
shooter
hyped about
fucking
future seasons. The only
superheroes,
reason we
nigga.
saw an
Why is
uptick
King
here
Shark
is
rocking a
because the
fucking
game
gun, nigga?
went
That
on
nigga should
sale
be
for a
biting
few
niggas off.
dollars.
Boomerang
and
with a
so
fucking
now
gun,
we're
nigga.
seeing the
Boomerang's supposed
downfall
to be
again with
swiping
the
niggas.
latest season
Boomerang,
not really doing much, not really making much of a
It's
dent
fucking Suicide
in terms
Squad
of
2K
bringing
in this house,
players
nigga.
back.
Fuck Suicide
And so
Squad.
Warner Brothers
Fuck Suicide
reported
Squad.
on May of 2024 that the failure of Suicide
I don't care if
Squad
you like
Kill
it,
the
nigga.
Justice League
Fuck that
contributed
game.
to a
I'm glad that
$200
shit
million
died.
hit
I'ma hate that
to
game.
revenue. It was a financial
I
disaster.
got that shit for free.
For
Still didn't play it.
the
Fuck that
mega
game.
corporation, with the property being something that had a license, with the
And
development
Mrs.
of the
Freeze is
game
ugly
having
too.
taken
What the fuck they
many,
doing,
many
Mrs.
years.
Mrs. Freeze?
And, I mean,
Fuck
this
outta here,
was
nigga.
a high-profile
I know what they're
AAA
doing.
live
Fuck outta
service
here,
that
nigga.
just ultimately
Everybody know
looked
what they're doing
flashy
with
here and
fucking
there,
Mrs.
but
Freeze
didn't really
and fucking
deliver on
Deadshot
what's
daughter,
most
nigga.
important, it being a fun game or something that really stands out from the pack. And so with the release
fuck-
of
who the
episode
fuck
8,
asked for
we are
Deadshot
finally
daughter,
at a
by
point
the
now
way?
where the game
Who
has
the fuck
officially
asked for
died.
Mrs.
Previously, we
Trees?
got the
They
announcement
got
that the game
so
was
many
going to
other cool
die, but
characters.
now with the release of
Fuck
episode 8
Suicide
as
Squad.
of January
I'm glad
14th,
I should win up with
2025,
nigga.
this will be the final update to the game. The title will remain playable in both online
Same thing with
and the
Skull and
recently
Bones. Fuck
released
Skull and Bones,
offline
nigga.
mode for players to
They
continue
had a better
to
fucking
wreak
pirate
havoc
game in fucking
Metropolis,
Black
but
Flag.
from here
The
on
fuck
out,
they
the
doing?
live service will
I'm
get
glad
no
y'all
more
are
updates.
failing.
Now, one of the things
Dumbass
that I've been
niggas.
curious about is to see how they would
Money
end
hungry,
the
money
story.
hungry,
I mean,
money
the
hungry,
premise
making
is
no money.
quite out
Bitch ass
there.
niggas.
The Suicide Squad members going out to kill the members of the Justice League, with the caveat that the Justice League members were seemingly brainwashed by
how they agree for money
Brainiac,
and they
who
can't make
invaded
money?
Earth and is wreaking havoc
Dumbasses.
everywhere. And so that's kind of the basic setup, with the Suicide Squad being the anti-heroes who have to go out there and eliminate them one by one. So we actually got the ending cutscene right here, and frankly speaking, it's just
Put it on the
really
table.
sad how
You know,
this
I'm
whole
over here
premise
trying to
comes
finish the
an
mission.
end. Not only in presentation, you can already
See
see
me?
that it's that comic book style instead of a proper cutscene for this big plot twist. But
Trying to
the
clear this
plot
map
twist
before so I can go eat with y'all.
I mean, it's almost like a bit predictable, and even when you think about it, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It feels rushed.
This
in how
household
this
is a
is all
Suicide Squad
concluded.
hating
There's so
space.
much that's summarized so quickly, and it all gives the vibe of, and then somebody waved a magic
They could have
wand,
done
and
way better with
everyone lived
fucking
happily
other
ever
with the heroes
after,
and villains.
everything was
Nah.
A-okay. The end.
Yo,
This
play this
ending
mission
just
over,
feels
fight
like
the
a bit of
Flash
a
a
joke,
fifth time,
honestly.
nigga.
And I don't think
Play
it's
this
really
mission over,
the
fight
fault of the
Superman.
ground floor
Nigga,
developers. They
watch
were
this
just
fight
doing what
Green
they were
Lantern
told,
this time,
and they only
nigga.
had so much time to put
Fuck,
this
yo,
together
that
with
game
a
is a
limited
waste
budget,
of
because
people's
this is a
time. It's
game that
they're-
Warner Brothers
they're,
didn't want.
they're disrespecting people's time, energy, and intelligence when you play that game. Fuck that game. Any game like that, any looter shooter like that, are literally are telling people who plays it and like it that y'all are stupid. That y'all will eat this shit that we make. Don't do that. You're giving them too much. Damn. You getting big today. Suicide Squad GDK over here. Fuck Suicide Squad. Same thing with Skull and Bones. They're saying y'all dumbasses will play this fucking game and like it. The tedious grind. The long, drawn out missions. Y'all niggas stupid. Y'all gonna love this shit. Y'all gonna eat this shit up. I guess some niggas, alright, you know, I love it, I guess, you know. I'm not trying to call you dumb. I know you ain't dumb with it, but if you like the game too much, they're telling you that you're gonna eat the shit and love it. Mrs. Freeze? Psh, that alone. Mrs. Freeze. Who asked for that? Deadshot daughter? Who asked for that, by the way? A looter shooter? Oh, thank you so much. Wrapping up for the map. I give you that, but about the character selection, I guess it doesn't play the game can't talk about. Brother. Yeah, you can. You can turn it fine. No. I'm not. I'm starting to electric real quick before I get off. Yo, electric. No. Yo, electric. I know you're trying to say the gameplay is smooth and it's probably fun for you and smooth and like it's probably enjoyable to you in your own way. But looking at the game from like an outside person that has not touched it maybe I'll play it and give it a try since I have it already. Got it for free. Maybe I'll give it a try. But looking at it, I think it looks bad to me, man. It looks so bad to me. And it's just not me following the internet trends. It's just, to me, the game doesn't look appealing to me. It doesn't scream something that I will play on my personal time. It looks like a waste of time for myself. Now that's just me. I'm not trying to follow like any internet opinion. Like before I looked at any internet opinion, I looked at the game and was like, that's not like. And that's just me not following no opinions online. When I saw the game before I saw anybody's negative opinion of the game, I just knew the game wasn't for me. Same thing with Concord. I had no personal opinion on that game, but I did see the online reaction afterwards, and they kind of were spot on to what I was thinking. Some was like a little bit too out of the way about them saying, "Oh, this is LGBTQ." I didn't care about that. The game looked boring and slow to me. It kind of looked like Destiny, and for me, I hate Destiny now. Same thing with Destiny. Fuck that game. Destiny's a fucking waste of people time and money. But we'll talk later though. We'll talk later. We'll definitely talk later about this. I'm gonna have to like get off though. Just see, that's what I was thinking. But we'll talk later about it. I have you on Discord. We'll talk later. I have to go eat though. I gotta go eat. Thank you for stopping by. I'll probably stream a little bit tomorrow. Probably around like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Just gotta go eat now. Lead to me. I'll probably still see you in the chat, but later. All right.